Hey everybody, what's going on? Teching 101 here. Today we're going to be doing something, we haven't done a tier list in a while, you know? And I thought it was about time to do one again, and I had some free time today. And so as soon as some people filter in, we could start doing this. This is actually something that was originally supposed to be done during the charity stream. We do the yearly charity stream for St. Jude Children's Hospital. This was supposed to be done during the stream. We didn't end up doing it then, back in December. It was, I think we ended up doing a random slapdash tournament, which I actually do want to do again, because that was really fun. We had, like, Batman and, like, Rick Grimes and, like, Walter White fighting against each other in a tournament. That shit was fun. I want to do that again sometime. I'm actually working on another list of fictional characters for that. Maybe not, like, anime characters on this one, but, like, that's going to be fun. But anyway, I wanted to circle back and get this done, because I thought this was a cool idea. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Momonosuke, hands down. Momonosuke is not a smile user. So we gotta, already out of the beginning, we gotta lay down some rules, okay? Momonosuke did not eat a smile. Momonosuke ate an artificial devil fruit, but it was the artificial devil fruit created by Vegapunk, which was a horrible, horrendous failure because it turned him into a pink dragon rather than a blue dragon, but it was not a smile. So, yeah. Let's see. Speed. Okay, now we're talking. Maybe she is. Maybe she does have the highest ranking, the best one. Speed has the best smile fruit. I mean, like, okay, listen, everybody. Let's try to be fair about this. You know, I don't want to see at the very top of peak performance. I don't want to see well, it turns out every sexy lady that has a smile fruit ends up at the top and all the dudes are down at the bottom. We gotta go through each and every one of these, and we have to be fair. Look over at Barry right there. You see Barry? Okay, you're gonna vote for, you know, creativity, how, you know, unique the design is, how clever the design is, combat, how good this would be useful in fighting against people, daily life, because some of these are absolutely horrendous. It would make me terrified to live a life as some of these smile fruit users. And then finally, just practicality. Like, how does this even work? Right? Okay. Yeah, you know, poker isn't that bad of a choice. Honestly, poker is probably one of my personal favorite smiles, but I will not let that change my opinion on this when we get to them. We'll look at that. So, let's see, a couple of things. So, first of all, there are a lot of smile users, especially in the anime. We see a lot more. There are, like, how many are on this list here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 28, 30, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 40. It's like 50. There's like 50 on here exactly. Okay, so like there's way more than this. There might actually be close to 100, if not more. A lot of them do not have names. These are the only ones that have names. And a lot of these were actually given names during Vivre card data book, like EX card entries. So they're actually revealed in the manga. But these are the only named smile fruit users that we get to see in the story. And because they are smile fruit users and because they have, like, the animals can be mass produced, you'll see, like, a lot of snake smile users. I think there's a lot of, I think there's 2 scorpion smile users. So you'll see some, like, doubles or triples of, like, the same animal. I think there's, like, 5 or 6 snake smiles, to be honest with you. But there are different, like, types of, like, species of animal, right? Like, there's a rattlesnake smile, but there's also a rat snake smile and a white snake smile. So there's all an anaconda, I think, shows up at one point. But yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. The gorilla girl, yeah. I think it's what's her name? Mikiza, I think is her name. Mizurka is her name. So I am gonna throw up images of every single one because, like, this only shows us, like, the image of what their face looks like. So let's actually just get right into it. Because, you know, we're going to be going through about 50 characters today, so there's quite a bit. Killer counts. Killer is unique. He originally was not on here because he ate a failed smile. However, Oda did draw what he would have looked like if his smile was successful. It was revealed in an SBS. He actually does have an elephant smile if it was successful, and we do see what it looks like. So he's a unique entrant here because he's technically a pleasure. He's technically one that had a failed smile. And also keep that in mind when you're eating the smiles. You have a 10% chance of success. and a 90% chance you're just going to be stuck laughing your ass off for the rest of your life, okay? And even if you're successful, even if you win the 10% gamble, you could end up in a horrible situation. So let's take a look here. Let's see what we got. We got the top of the cream of the crop. We got peak performance. These are like the best possible smile fruits. It doesn't really hamper your day-to-day life. It's good for combat. It's a creative design. Practicality, this thing works absolutely fine. It doesn't make you any weaker. It just makes you stronger and a better person, I guess. Then we have pretty fire. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's like, okay, this is a pretty good fruit. This is a pretty good power. There might be a couple of issues with it. You know, it's not perfect, but like, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Then we have not bad at all. And it's like, yeah, not bad at all. I mean, like, this is probably like the last level that I would want to get the fruit. I'd be like, oh, it does give you a really cool ability, but like, there's like one glaring issue, but like maybe the positives do still outweigh the negatives kind of thing. We could do that. Then we have just tolerable. Then we just have like, all right, not the shittiest fruit I could have gotten. It could have been way worse. It could have been 1,000,000 times worse. But it also could have been a lot better. But, like, I guess just count your blessings. It's not as bad as it could have been, right? Like, that's where we're at there. Then we have cursed, which is just awful. And then finally, pure suffering. Just the person, whatever abomination you turned into is going to ruin your life. And it's just going to be constant agony from here on out, right? Yeah. So just... yeah, we'll see where we go. But let's start off with this character. This is Agaha Woman. Her name is Agaha Woman. She ate the, I think it's the shallow-tail butterfly smile. It's just butterfly. We'll just go with that. So we see her. She is one of the members of the squadron that go to try to destroy the Sunny. And all they really managed to do is destroy, like, part of the mast and, like, the sail, and, like, Usopp and Frankie had to fix the Sunny up really quick, so, like, it didn't take very long. But for a minute there, we thought that, like, the Sunny was destroyed, so she was part of that squadron. I think in the anime, Law is actually shown beating her using counter shock. So, she pretty much just gets butterfly wings and antennae, and then also, I don't know if that fluffy thing around her neck is also part of the smile, but it could just be a clothing choice, but I think it is part of the smile fruit, I think. So she gets a puffy little, like, scarf thing, and she gets butterfly wings, and she gets antennae, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, this is not bad. This is actually pretty good. In fact, a lot of the smiles that give you the ability of flight without greatly hampering you in the process, I think are definitely really high up there. I hesitate to put her immediately in peak performance because we have like 49 more of these, so I think I'm just going to set her in pretty fire because, like, I mean, like, you just have butterfly wings and you could fly around and they're very pretty. The antennae probably would be used to have better senses. You could say that might be a little bit overwhelming, if, like, particular things, because that's what butterflies use and a lot of insects use to, like, sense the world around them, like scents and smells and things like that. So it might be a little bit more overwhelming, but you could probably get used to it. It's not that bad. I'd say this one is okay. I'd say this one is pretty all right. I'm going to put it in pretty fire at the beginning here. She might get bumped up to peak performance. I don't really know. We got to see, you know? Glad I made it almost on time for a stream. Awesome. Yeah. Welcome on in. I mean, like, they're strong enough wings for her to fly around. They could support her own weight, and we see her flying around with the other smiles that can fly. There's a falcon and there's a hawk that are also going to be on this list. So, like, they work well enough for you to fly around. Maybe the endurance and you can't stay airborne quite as long, but it's still pretty damn good, I'd say. Right? Yeah. Yeah, butterflies actually have really good wings. Yeah. Compared to most bugs. Yeah, they can fly around. Butterflies and moths, they're tanks, man. They can do it. All right, who's next? We have Alpaca Man. Yeah, so he's the alpaca. We see him in Udon prison. He's the one that spits a lot. He spit on Luffy's face. Remember that guy? We got Alpaca Man. So the smile transformed his neck and head into that of an alpaca. So his lower body is still human, but I mean, like, yeah, that's not bad. It's peak performance. It's cursed. So let me think here. I mean, like, your body is probably now, like, what would you say? Probably like 7, 8 feet tall because of that alpaca neck. And then also, I mean, you still got 2 eyes, you still got 2 ears. It's just you're going to have to duck a lot when going through doorways, really. So, like, honestly, I don't think this is that bad. In terms of special abilities, you don't really get any. Like, you don't have the ability to fly. You can't really... the lower half of you doesn't turn into an alpaca, so you don't really get an increased in, like, running speed or anything like that. And having a big, giant, like, neck and head like that is probably going to be weird when you are running really fast. So I'm going to... yeah, I'm with a lot of people. I would put this intolerable. I would put this at, like, okay, I don't really get any special powers with this other than just being able to spit really far. And it is kind of awkward when going around places, but it could be a lot worse. They're stuck in transformations, right? Okay, so there is one notable exception, and he's going to be near the end. But yes, other than one very notable exception, you are stuck in this animal form. So Alpaca Man is just stuck like this, and the same thing with, you know, Ahiaga Woman. She's just stuck at being a butterfly. Yeah. Can this guy even form human thoughts anymore? Just, are they human thoughts or alpaca thoughts? Which ones are they? You know, that is actually a genuine question, though. We have to bring that up here. Because a lot of the times when you consume a smile fruit, the animal, if the animal spawns at certain points in your body, the animal is also conscious. Like, Hold'em has the lion in his stomach. The lion is also its own separate thing with its own brain and its own ability to move around and shit, right? So you gotta question is, when Alpaca Man ate the smile and the alpaca head formed on his head, did he just lose his sense of self? Is he just alpaca now? Is his body just the alpaca? I think he can still speak. I think he does talk in the manga. The lion can't talk. The lion can definitely growl. The lion, yeah, because lions cannot actually speak, but they can growl and make noises and make their own decisions and shit. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss, I suppose. You have lost humanity. You now have become alpaca. Yeah, hockey up your spit and just armament hockey. You know, actually, you know what? Chew was able to, like, you know, drink the water and spit it like a Gatling gun. So that's Chew, member of Arlong's crew. So, like, you know, spitting, you know, could be a weapon in the One Piece world. It was with before, so I guess, you know, yeah, it's possible. I think Tolerable's a good place for him. All right, who's next? Oh, it's Baba Nuki. Old Maid is the name. He is the warden of the Udon prison. And he has an elephant smile that takes over the center of his head, center of his abdomen. So we just see the head on the trunk and the tusks of the elephant. The elephant is a conscious elephant. The elephant can, you know, look around and hear things. And, you know, I honestly, peak performance maybe. I mean, he's pretty damn strong. He has the ability to, like, suck up air and things with the trunk and then blast it off like a bazooka, like a big cannon. Yeah. I mean, damn. I mean, I wouldn't say suffering. I mean, the dude, listen, the dude is already a big guy. He's already a big built guy. So really all that happened here was he got an elephant coming out of his abdomen, right? Like, you know, that's all that really happened here. I wouldn't say his life is miserable. You know what I mean? I just, yeah. Cursed for sure. I don't know, man. Let's go through this. Creativity-wise, I mean, all Oda did was draw an elephant coming out of his abdomen. So, like, creativity-wise, nothing really crazy. Combat, very strong, because he has, like, crazy long-range attacks with his combat. His daily life, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's a little bit weird, I'm sure, but, like, he could just go over to, a big water tank or a pond, and then the elephant just sticks its trunk in the water and just sucks it all up and drinks it. Actually, elephants do not drink directly out of their trunk. They actually, like, suck the water up in their trunk, and then they drop it, and then they, like, spray it into their mouth, so they actually just don't drink directly from their trunks, in case you needed to know that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, if the elephant's head is the size and scale of your body, this might not be that bad. This might not be that bad. Poor guy. He will have to live the rest of his life like this. This is not even close to being the worst. So it's definitely not going in pure suffering. Yeah. Your tier lists are so fun, dude. Thanks, Zach. Yeah. Yeah, being attached to a sentient animal, though, is shit for daily life. All right, I'll give you that one. All right, so what are we thinking on this one? I don't know. Let's see here. I'm thinking either tolerable or cursed. One of the two. I mean, what's better, having an alpaca coming out of your head or having an elephant coming out of your abdomen? Technically, necessarily losing your sense of self or keeping your sense of self, but also gaining an elephant coming out of your abdomen. I'm going to say tolerable. You know, or not bad at all. I mean, like, in terms of, like, abilities, I mean, like, he's got it. Tolerable. I'm getting lots of tolerables, so I'm putting him here. I'll put him in tolerable. All right, who's next? Bao Huang. Bao Huang is, like, the head of Kaido's communication division on Onigashima. She has the power of the flying squirrel smile. So she has the giant fan on her back, which just has the kanji for kaze or wind on it. But you can also see she has a squirrel tail. So she's a flying squirrel. So she can kind of just outstretch her arms, I guess, and then she can fly around. And she also is connected to all the Marys, those little, like, clockwork animals that are, I guess, were created by Queen, but were never really explained fully. They're like the little robotic, like, clockwork mice and things that go around and scurry around Onigashima and, like, communicate with stuff. I don't think Bao Huang's ability is all that bad. Actually, kind of peak. Like I said, I don't know if I'll put her in peak. I'll put her in pretty fire for right now. We might readjust these later because the top tier, the S tier, I really want that to be reserved for, like, the best of the best. I feel like we'll know when we get to one that's like, holy shit, this is a really good ability, right? But hey, also, a lot of people are saying peak. Yeah, I forgot she's a smile user. I mean, dude, there's some people that have a smile devil fruit that really don't even have an ability. Like, we'll get to a few on here that they give you something, but, like, the thing they give you is so insignificant, you might as well have not even eaten it. Right? Yeah. The amount of shampoo you would have to use will be expensive, I suppose. I'll put her at the top of pretty fire at the moment. Squirrels can be surprisingly brutal. They sometimes eat baby squirrels or even dead animals when food is scarce. Nature isn't always cute. Oh, yeah, nature. Damn, nature, you scary. Yeah, I saw a squirrel the other day. I was walking up in my neighborhood. A squirrel walked across the street and just chilled out on one of my neighbor's porches, and I was, like, staring at it for a little while, and it was staring at me, and I honestly got a little intimidated. I had to keep going. I was like, all right, I'm just going to leave you alone, squirrel. And he's like, damn straight. Yeah, that squirrel, man, he would have messed me up. You know, I know when I'm beating a fight. But, yeah, I'll keep Bao Huang on pretty fire right now because being able to fly around... Now, not really flying. She can glide. And she has the ability of, like, communication with all the Marys, but that doesn't have anything to do with her smile fruit ability. That's just kind of, like, something that it's you know, it's honestly never fucking explained in Onigashima how that works. It has something to do with the tags that are on her face, because all of the ones that can connect to the Marys are connected to the tags, and we have no idea how this works. We really don't. Yeah. Is falling with style. Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. Here's the man of the hour. We got Batman. 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 Man-Bat. Batman. All right, am I the only one that's noticing the wings look like they're coming right out of his ass? Because it looks like the wings are coming out. They are not coming out of his back. They are not coming out of his back. Those wings are coming out of his ass. Right out of his ass. Why butt wings? Well, that's what you get when you eat a smile fruit. It's kind of a crapshoot, all right? Yeah. I think we know peak performance when we see it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it gives you the ability to fly. Sitting down is going to be awkward as hell. Yeah, I mean, I think you can still probably sit down, but it's going to be tough. But you do have the ability to fly. I mean, dude, if you had the ability to grow wings out of your ass and fly around, I think you'd be lording that over all your friends. It'd be, hey, guys, check it out. I can fly with my ass. And all your friends would probably be looking at you like, all right, buddy, whatever. But you know they'd be jealous as hell. They know they're jealous. Like, damn it, I wish I could grow wings out of my ass like Hank and fly around. That's Batman's canonical real name. It's Hank. Hank Hill. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, darn it, Bobby, I just grew wings out of my ass, and I'm going to fly to work today. All right. Also, he's kind of got echolocation, yeah. Yeah. He's a bat, so he can also hang upside down. Oh, yeah, look at his legs. His feet also become like feet of like a flying fox. Yeah. He doesn't sit, he just hangs upside down. He has the ears, too. I didn't even notice. Sorry, the butt wings were very distracting. He's still got the ears. Yeah, he's got the ears, man. Why is Killer on the list? Because Oda revealed what his smile fruit would have looked like, so I thought I would include him just for completion's sake. Yeah. Yeah, but Frankie could fly with his ass, too. No, he can blast off like a rocket. He can't sustain flight. Sonar ability. I mean, like, I'm going to put him in peak performance. I think we know when we see peak performance, when we see it, ladies and gentlemen. I think the creativity is there. I think the combat is there. Daily life, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. You don't need to sit down. You can just hang upside down, and that solves that problem. And it's comfortable probably when you're a bat. Practicality, I mean, it's very practical. Echolocation plus all your other senses. I think this is our first peak performance of the night. I think this is a good option right here. Yeah. In a big city, you would become deaf. All right, just don't live in the big city. You're a bat. You're probably going to enjoy living out in the woods anyway. Yeah. Underrated at night. Oh, undefeated at night. Yeah, you'd be undefeated at night. You could see in the night, and you could probably still see. He fought against Luffy in the day, so it seems like he could still use his senses to see during the day, and he could walk around at night. One of the major disadvantages bats have is they have a really, really, really high metabolism. So, like, if you ever see them out in the day, don't bother them. Don't disturb them. I remember one time I was working at Dollar Tree. There was a bat that was on, like, outside, like, hanging upside down on, like, the little overhang in front of the Dollar Tree. And you're just like, don't touch it. Don't mess with it. You know, it probably got locked outside. It couldn't find its way back to its den. And they can't really move around that much in the day because it burns a lot of calories and they could die. So I guess, I'm just going to say this. I don't think Batman looks like he's starving. All right. It looks like he's doing all right for himself. So yeah, I think peak performance. Yeah. Okay, what's next? Okay, so this is the first one that's like, I'm going to have to do a little bit of explanation. This is Bataman. Bataman. And what does Bataman have? Well, he has the power of a grasshopper smile, a Gastromargus grasshopper. Gastromargus grasshopper. I have the picture of what that looks like. Hold on. This is what it looks like. Gastromargus grasshopper. And there is one scene in the manga where you kind of see him with claws, kind of. Like, okay, like, the wiki did state he could turn his arms as hands into claws, and this was the chapter it cited. So you could kind of see a little claw there, I guess, but his hand's also over here. It's a little weird. Let's just say he could turn his hands into claws. He could turn his hands into, like, insect grasshopper claws. Let's just go with that, all right? Because that's canonically what he can do. Which, by the way, I guess he can change. Okay, okay. Some of the smiles, I thought Sheep's Head was the only one, but clearly Bataman can do that too. Some of the smiles, I guess, can change their body's form whenever they want, because here he clearly doesn't have claws for a hand, and in another scene it was stated he can turn his claws into hands. His hands into claws. Yeah. So he's just a normal guy with claws? I guess. I guess so. Yeah, I mean, like, you just, like, I guess he can, because it was confirmed. Yeah. He isn't cursed to have a permanent claw hands, yeah. So, later on, it was going to be, I thought Sheep's Head was the only one, but it was stated that Sheep's Head can change his hands into horns because he's trained with his smile. So, I guess, Bataman, Bataman, or whoever the fuck his name is, I guess he was able to train really well, and he was able to get his claw hands. All right. I don't know peak performance because, like, you get claw hands. That's all you get. I mean, they're not even cool claw hands like Wolverine. They're just, like, insect claw hands. So I don't think he goes into pretty fire. I mean, I think he goes into peak performance. I mean, I would say not bad at all. Because I mean, like, if I ate that fruit, I'd be like, oh my god, it could have been so much worse. But also, I'm like, okay, I can turn my hands into claws, I guess. All right. Yeah. I'll put him in not bad. That's fine. Yeah, he doesn't have the ability to jump like a grasshopper, which you think would be the main advantageous thing of having a grasshopper smile, right? You could jump really far. You don't get that. You just get the claw part. But it still could have been a lot worse. Okay. Who's next? This is Bear Man. Yeah, okay. Bear Man. Now, here it looks like his whole body is a bear, but if you look down here at the icon of him, the bear mouth opens up and you do see him underneath. So, like, I don't know if that means, like, his tongue turned into him and then the rest of his body became a bear. I don't really know how this works, but I think his living human head is inside of a bear's mouth now forever. So I don't know how to classify this one. He turns into an animatronic. He turns into a Freddy Fazbear's animatronic. I guess so, yeah. Proof? I mean, we see it. There. I mean, I could pull up the icon really quick. So yeah, this is the inside of his mouth. Whoa, it got distorted. But you can see it down there, you know? He is, yeah, his body has, like, so, like, this is a very interesting version of a smile where, like, 98% of your body becomes the animal and only the 2% left become you. So, I mean, like, you might look at this and say, oh, okay, I think because of creativity, I think it works. Combat, I think, is fine. But daily life would be awful. Every time the bear shuts its mouth, you literally can't see. And it's dark, and it's moist, and it's... Every time the bear needs to eat something, you have to, like, eat it too, I guess? Like, this is bad. Like, this is not fun. This is not good. Yeah. Your face is okay, I just want you to imagine sticking your face into a bear's mouth and just imagine that as your existence for the rest of your life. And that's what you get. Do you control the bear? I don't honestly know about that. The bear might kind of just do whatever it does. Pure suffering for sure. Yeah. I mean, this thing's adorable, I guess, but, like, I'm putting him in pure suffering. That's awful. Any smile, there's another notable one that's going to be on this list, but any smile where your physical body is stuck in the mouth of the animal, I couldn't stand. It would be awful to live this way, right? All right, who's next? We have Bee Woman. No, Bee Girl. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, no, sorry, wrong icon. Hold on, let me go back to this. Where is she? Here she is. Bee Girl. Okay. She's not too bad. I mean, she just... Okay, what did she get? She got wings that are able to allow her to fly, because she's flying around. She gets, 6 arms. I don't know if she has a stinger. That is unconfirmed. I don't know if we ever see her. She's using whips here. She might have a stinger, but the stinger might actually kill her if she used it. If you're going to be accurate to a bee, then you don't want to use the stinger, because it might actually kill you. But this is another one that gives you the ability of flight, so it's already going to be ranked pretty highly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if she needs the stinger. I mean, like, even if she does have it or doesn't have it, I mean, like, I don't think that's really going to, like, as long as you don't accidentally sting yourself in the ass or in the leg, I think you'll be good. This is pretty good. Yeah. The only killer bee is because human skin is too thick for them. A giant bee wouldn't die from using it. Well, they have serrated barbs on them. So, yeah, like when you pierce something, the barbs get caught on your skin, and it's like an arrow. It's like when an arrow gets pierced inside of you, the broadhead, if you're going to rip that thing out, you know, they're going to rip their ass out, and then the venom gland along the way, and they bleed out. So it's, you know, the thickness is a factor, but also the fact it's barbed. Yeah. Anyway, we don't know if she has a stinger, so let's not focus on the stinger. The right side of her head. No, those are her horns because all of Kaido's minions have the horns on their head. Some of them, I think they're real horns. Others are just like the headwear, like the fake little horns they wear or whatever. But no, B-Girl, I mean, she could fly and she has 6 arms. I think this is pretty good. I think this is okay. I actually am thinking about putting her in peak performance, to be honest with you, because, like, what's the downside here? Seriously, like, I can't see the downside of this. You got literally 4 extra hands and arms to do shit with. Did you ever want a moment where you needed more arms to do something? Now you can. I kind of would like, you know, sometimes when I'm cooking or I'm editing especially, oh man, having more hands would be nice to like grab, you know, I could drink a drink and I can type way faster probably. You know, maybe have 2 keyboards set up in front of me so I could type at the same time. Like, dude, that'd be, and you could fucking fly. Yeah. This is great, yeah. Oh, God, you got to use 3 times as much deodorant. Oh, my God, my deodorant costs every month will go through the roof. That puts it all the way down to fucking tolerable at best. No, I'm keeping B-Girl in peak performance. I think this is the one right here. Yeah. Flying is going to be a huge benefit. Because, okay, I want you to imagine this. Imagine you decided to sign up for Kaido's crew. All right, maybe, I don't know if your life's not going great, or maybe your life's going really well and you decided to sign up for Kaido's crew. All right, you decided to sign up for Kaido's crew. You have to spend a few fucking years as the newbie, as the noobs being the waiters. You got to be the waiters first, and that sucks because you're on the low tier list. But then finally, after, like, let's say 2 years of pushing around your weight as a waiter, you finally get like, hey, you, time to have the smile test to see if you're going to be chosen. It's like, oh, shit, today's the day. All right, let's go. So you go in there, and you decide to eat a smile fruit, and what kind of ability do you want? You're sitting there like, okay, first of all, I hope I get the 10% chance of getting a smile fruit. So that's already odds that are stacked against you. But then after you get the ability, you still have to be like, oh, please make it an ability that doesn't suck. Please make it the 10%. And probably, like, how many, I mean, I guess we'll see at the end of this tier list, but, like, how many devil fruits after the 10% actually get a good ability? So maybe after everybody that eats a devil fruit, there's maybe like a 1 or 2% chance that you're going to get an ability that's actually good. All right? So, like, overall, you got, like, the odds are stacked against you, definitely. But what ability are you going for? I would want the ability to fly. If I'm looking around and I'm seeing other smiles are flying, I'm like, please, give me a flight ability. Give me either an ability that lets me fly or an ability that lets me see in the dark or an ability that lets me, I don't know, use echolocation or an ability that doesn't change my body too much and I just get, like, extra claws or maybe I get some spikes on my skin or some shit. Like because, like, all the other ones are awful, right? Is Yu-Gi-Oh! Postponed next week? Okay. So, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! The reason I'm doing this is because we're not doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. Briggs texted me last night at like 11:30. He had a hockey game last night. Briggs texts me at like 11:30 saying, hey, I don't think I'm going to be able to do Yu-Gi-Oh! Tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, okay, man. Yeah, because that's like, oh, he's probably busy or something. And then he goes on to tell me, I took a slap shot in the leg during hockey and I think it's fractured and I can't put any weight on it. And I'm like, holy shit, dude, go to the hospital. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure to get x-rays and everything like that. I hope it's not broken. And I'm like, yeah, I hope so. Don't worry about the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, but it was like, yeah, don't worry about that. But yeah, I hope Briggs is okay. I haven't heard back from him, but yeah, he was, hey, they won the game though. He told me, he's like, hey, we won the game though. So like, shit, I'm like, great, I'm happy you won, but like, damn, I hope you're all right, dude. Yeah. Yeah, so, damn, brutal sports. I mean, hockey is brutal, man. Hockey's tough. So, yeah, I hope Briggs recovers quickly. Hope he didn't get a break. He thought it was just a fracture, but I don't know, man. Getting slap-shotted in the leg does not sound like a fun time to me. All right, anyway, who's next? Who do we got? We got Beetle Man. Dude, Beetle Man is cool. Look, okay, this guy is pretty fucking badass. All right, so this is a rhinoceros beetle. And he gets an extra set of arms and a beetle head. The beetle horn coming out of his head. All right. So this guy looks cool to me. Like, this guy honestly looks really sick to me. The only thing is the giant rhinoceros beetle horn coming out of your head. That's going to be a problem when turning your head around. You're going to be hitting things constantly with that. I don't know if I want to put it. He cannot fly. He doesn't have wings. He does not have wings. He just gets an extra pair of arms, and he has the big horn coming out of his head. I don't think I'm going to put him in peak performance. Having a giant, like headset on constantly, that's going to be really tough. That's going to be a little annoying. I'm thinking of either pretty fire or not bad at all. I would say not bad at all is the lowest I'm willing to go on this guy. Yeah. He kind of looks like a bored Sanji. I don't know. I mean, you'd get used to the horn, but, like, dude, you'd be knocking over shit a lot. There'd be places, can you imagine trying to drive a car? I know they don't have cars in One Piece, but can you imagine trying to drive a car with this thing? Everything would have to be a fucking convertible, right? Yeah. So, creativity, all he has is a horn coming out of his head. I don't think creativity's really that crazy with this. Combat, I mean, you could slam into people with the horn. You have extra arms to hold swords and shit, so that's pretty cool. Daily life, I think, would be a little tricky. Practicality, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I hope that horn is pretty tough, too. It's pretty hard. Can you imagine that thing getting snapped off? Oh, dude. Yeah. He's okay. I mean, like, not bad at all, I think is fine. Yeah. They have motorcycles. I think Frankie has the only one, though. Frankie has the only canonical motorcycle in the story. I don't know what that means, but yeah, please stop spamming. If it gets snapped off, you could just make a cooler one. Yeah, maybe. Smoker? Smoker doesn't have a motorcycle. Smoker drives the Smog Hog, which is it is a motorcycle. It does have 3 wheels, though, so it's a 3-wheeled motorcycle. Is it still a motorcycle? Okay, is it a motorcycle? Okay, if it's a 4-wheeler, that's not a motorcycle. That's a quad runner. That's a 4-wheeler. So he drives a 3-wheeler. I don't know. You wouldn't call a quad runner a motorcycle, so I don't know. How many wheels does it stop becoming a motorcycle? Yeah. Motor tricycle. Yeah, it wouldn't be a motorbike. It would be a motor trike. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Beetle Man being in there, I'm fine with that. All right, who's next? Oh, yes. Okay. This is Bisho Nure Ona. Okay, so Black Maria has her little clique of, like, snake smile users. And this lady has the Python smile. And they're all like kind of designed like yokai. Like there's a lot of creepy yokai women in Japanese folklore. And so she has the power to turn into a python and canonically eat you. I don't think it was ever shown in the manga, but it was explained in a Vivra card, like an EX card. She can unhinge her jaw and, like, devour you. So, if you're into vor, this is this is the ability. So, yeah, someone call Rustage, I guess, on this one. Just like, yeah. Wood. No. Let's focus on, okay. So, creativity. Is she the snake No, Sarah Hebby. Sarah Hebby is later. This is not her. This is Python Lady. Yeah. So, yeah, it also, her kimono kind of looks like a ball sack a little bit. What the fuck? I just kind of noticed that. I was like, what the hell? All right, I mean, like, okay, at the very least, your physical appearance doesn't change much. You just have the ability to unhinge your jaw and, like, devour things. So, you at the very least, not bad at all. All right? But, like, is it her legs? No, I think she actually just unhinges her jaw and, like, eats people. I think that's how it works, yeah. Yeah. Why is she so slimy? 'Cause she's a snake, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, the downside is it makes your clothing looks like ball sacks, I guess. I don't know. I guess, you eat the fruit. It's like nothing physically changes about you. I guess if you want to eat big portions at dinner, you can do that now. That's kind of a bonus. I'll put it in not bad at all, honestly. Like, that's, you know, your appearance doesn't really change all that much, and you get an extra little superpower. It's not the greatest superpower, but it's something. And you get to keep your default form pretty much. So, yeah. Are snakes usually slimy? I mean, like, water snakes probably would be a little slimy. You ever see a snake, like, swimming in the water? Probably. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Who's next? Is this the Hedgehog guy? Do you think Devil Fruit users are immune to Domi Reversi, or have we just not seen Emu use it on one yet? I mean, canonically, we have not seen Emu used Domi Reversi on a Devil Fruit user as of Chapter 1177 in the One Piece manga. So I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. Yeah. All right, who's next? Bisley. Bisley has the power of the Hedgehog Smile. Okay. And he was part of Sasaki's, like, armor division that he ran. They fought against Frankie. So we have Bisley here. Okay. So, I mean, your beard and your hair and your back kind of turn into spiky hedgehog, you know, quills. Okay. So that's what you get. Does it make you run fast? Gotta go fast? No, it's not a blue hedgehog. It's only just a regular hedgehog, which makes you an invasive species in the state of Pennsylvania, apparently. I've always wanted to own a hedgehog, but you can't in this state. Unfortunate. Spiky Santa. Did he have to grow his hair out? I'm going to assume it just turns you into this. I don't know. I mean, maybe you could cut your hair. I mean, it would be probably the same feeling if you cut the quills off of a hedgehog. I feel like that would hurt really bad, so I feel like you wouldn't want to do that to the hedgehog. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There is no upside to this fruit outside of combat. Yeah, I think combat does really well. Creativity, I mean, it's not at the bottom of it, but it's not, like, the most creative. Daily life, you really, okay, like, hedgehogs seem to be living their life perfectly fine, right? How do hedgehogs sleep? I guess you just have to learn to sleep on your stomach, I guess. I don't know. It would suck for a little while, but you'd probably get used to it after a little bit. Yeah. A lot of things would get stuck in those quills, though. Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely happen, especially if you're walking around an area. Like, if you're walking through the woods, you probably get a lot of crap just stuck to the quills. That's not fun. That's not fun. He's like a weaker Jiraiya. Ah. Oh, yeah, more space in public transport. Oh, yeah, everybody's leaving you alone. Everybody is giving you a wide berth when you're walking around. Yeah. Clothing's going to be tough, although he's wearing a shirt here. Then again, he works for the, Beast Pirates that are probably making him specialized, things. Yeah. I don't know. I'd say tolerable, maybe. I'd put him in the same category next to Alpaca Man and Babanuki. Oh, this is a good one. Are you guys ready? This might be another candidate for peak performance. We got Briscola! Briscola! Check this guy out. Whoa! Everything's moving. Whoa! Connect properly. Briscola over here. This over there. Okay, here we go. Briscola. All right. So, Briscola's left arm from the elbow down turns into a gorilla from the waist up. Now, that's just, you get an extra hand and you get a gorilla. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure him and the gorilla get along pretty well. They're just like, hey, how you doing? My name's Briscola. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. It's just like, awesome, let's go fucking fight. Dude, can you imagine getting punched in the face with a fist that's made of 100% gorilla? You just got punched by Gorilla Fist. All right? Holy shit. Now, I imagine you got to do a lot of... Dude, can you imagine the arm strength on that guy? You really got to work out. It's like back in the day when people that are like, okay, So anthropologists will go to battlefields, like in medieval times, like medieval battlefields and shit, right? And they will dig bodies up. And the bodies that have the skeletons where their like left arm is like, you know, like not malformed, but like it's way more built up from like the muscle use, you can tell immediately that's a fucking longbowman right there. That is somebody that was using a longbow, because you have to train so much to get your, like, these people would have been like walking around with like massive one arms because of like the draw tension of their longbows and shit, right? Same thing. That is a good 300 pounds of gorilla. How much do gorillas weigh? Hold on, we got to look this up. How much do silverback gorillas weigh? And then I guess we'll divide by 2. All right, your average silverback gorilla typically weighs between 300 and 485 pounds. Let's just say, I don't know, let's go on, like it's 300 to 485. So let's just say what? Your average gorilla is weighing like what? Like 400? So let's say that this is at least 200 pounds of gorilla. Probably more, because probably most of the weight is coming from the upper body rather than the legs, right? I don't think the legs are the majority of the weight. It's probably going to be, because gorillas, most primates have incredibly well-developed upper bodies, okay? Very well-developed, like, muscles and shit like that. So, yeah. I mean, now when you get to, like, how does the gorilla piss? I don't know. I guess they share a dick. I don't know. But, like, that's the way it works. During the Zoe arc, the Smile users were able to activate and deactivate. Sheep's Head was able to do that. We'll get to Sheep's Head. Apparently, if you train with it enough, you are able to do it, but most of the Smiles seem to... Oda seems to be back and forth on that, if we're being honest. Oda kind of forgets about it, but, like, we're just taking them at face value here. Yeah. Because if you could just, like, oh, well, if he trained and he can turn the gorilla on and off, then it's then they're all perfect fruits if they could choose to turn it on and off. But we're just going to go based off what they see here, right? And that's at least 250 pounds of gorilla right there. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, no, Jean Rummy does have a smile. We'll get to her. She's coming up here. I do know which one it is. We'll get to it. But hey, you get 3 arms. The gorilla is a gorilla, by the way. You don't get to control the gorilla. The gorilla has its own mind. The gorilla's going to do what it wants to do. You could get into a fucking punching fight with that gorilla. The gorilla still has 2 arms. You only have 1. All right? Yeah. Some can turn it off, some can't. If the gorilla hates you, this is suffering. Well, in the case with Briscola, the gorilla doesn't seem to hate him too much. They actually seem to have, if you look at their expressions, they seem to have very similar personalities. So I think they probably get along relatively well. Yeah. You just got to make sure to give them a banana every now and then. Yeah. I'm going to say, I don't know. Let's see. We could go cursed on this one. His left arm has to be strong. That's what I'm saying. You got to work hard on this. Yeah. He had a failed smile fruit, but he also, Oda showed which one it was. He actually drew what it would look like if it was successful. So I decided to keep, I have an image for reference, so we'll get to that when we get to that. I'm going to leave it in cursed. Having the gorilla for fighting, once again, combat capabilities, this is fantastic. But every other aspect, this is going to be rough. Yeah. Can you imagine going to sleep next to this gorilla and you accidentally in the middle of the night move the wrong way and the gorilla gets like, oh, boom, boom. It's like, I'm sorry, damn it, God. You know, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. All right, who's next? Caiman Lady. Caiman Lady has a caiman, which is like an alligator. I thought it was an alligator, but no, it's like this. They're related to alligators. Hold on. Where is it? It's, that's the sheep. No, that's that. Could have sworn I have it on here. Oh, wait. I was looking in the wrong spot, sorry. Here we go. Caiman. Yeah, there's a caiman right here. Check it out. It's like a tiny little alligator guy. Yeah. This is what it is. Same genus, I would wager. Yeah, this is a Caiman. It's like a little alligatoid kind of person, right? Can Chopper speak to all animals, reinforce any of the recent Earth God theories? I think that's just because he's an animal that ate the fruit. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, look, if Chopper turns out to be the forest god, he turns out to be the forest god. I just, like, I'm not immediately jumping to that as, like, my first idea for this. But, you know, I'll keep an open mind for it. But anyway, so that's it. Now, very importantly, with Caiman Lady, if you notice, the alligator is facing, it's coming out of her legs, her feet, but it's the opposite direction. So if she wants to walk forward, the Caiman has to walk backwards. Do you see how her body is like positioned? So in order for her to, unless that, or she just lets the Caiman, like, so this is gonna suck because your ability to move is completely dependent on this animal that has its own mind. So you basically do not get control over your own body of where you want to walk around anymore. It's basically up to this animal to walk around for you. That's going to suck. That's not, you just won't be able to control where you walk anymore. Yeah. I mean, yeah, technically you get eyes in the back of your head at the expense of not being able to move under your own power. No, they don't share their own vision and senses. We've seen that before, yeah. Pure suffering? I mean, I would say so. That's gotta be tough, man. At least you keep your hands. I mean, I guess, but, like, can you imagine that existence? Like, I want to go over there and I want to get a drink, and the Caiman is like, nope. We're sleeping. I'm not doing shit. You try waking it up, it's like, hey, dumbass, wake up. I'm going to go get some food. I'm hungry. Caiman looks at you and just... You know, it's like it starts snarling at you and shit. That would suck. Yeah, that's pure suffering right there. All right, who's next? It is going to be Caucasus Man. Caucasus Man. I don't know how to pronounce that, but at any rate, he turns into a beetle, and this is the type of beetle. So very much like Beetle Man, he gets horns out of his heads, although his are coming out of the side of his head and the front of his head, because you can see this type of beetle has like this, you know, like this triple thing coming out of his head. So he gets the horns, but he gets the horns coming out of a different angle, so he gets them both. So it's kind of the same situation as Beetle Man, honestly. He gets 2 extra arms, and he doesn't get wings. You know, at least he can wear a hat. Once again, probably a specialized hat for the Beast Pirates. Thanks for the $20, Preston. Thanks for the super sticker. Less aura than Beetle Man. I agree. He looks a little bit more like, I don't really know. Yeah, let's compare the two. Hold on. This is Beetle Man, and this is Caucasus Man. Yeah. Who has more aura here? Dude, fucking Beetle Man has a cloak. I think we both know who has more aura here. Yeah. That's not that bad. No, it's not that bad. I'll put it in not bad at all. But he's going 1 rung below Beetle Man. All right. Yeah. Less aura for better functionality. Well, we rate on aura around here. Yeah, I think this guy, he has more horns, but they're also smaller than Beetle Man. Yeah. Yeah. And he gets an extra pair of hands, too. An extra pair of arms. That's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, who's next? Ooh, we got Dacho Man. He turns into an ostrich. He's an ostrich man. So it's kind of hard to tell here, but his neck is much longer. He gets like a long, it's kind of like the foreground, like his neck is like coming at you. So just picture an ostrich, how they have like really long necks. That's basically what he turns into. The rest of his body stays pretty much the same. He just gets an ostrich head. Or an ostrich neck, really. It's not even his head. It's really just the neck that turns into an animal. Yeah. So he's a snake neck man. Basically, yeah, he just becomes a snake neck, I guess. Yeah. So, like, I can't really see him. If it's the same situation as Alpaca Man, I really can't see him putting any lower than Alpaca Man. Alpaca Man had a long neck, too. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's either we put him in tolerable and we downgrade Alpaca Man to cursed. Yeah, I can see that. Ostriches are notoriously bald at the necks. Well, not this one. It's not this one. Yeah. He's above Alpaca Man for sure. Okay, I'm gonna demote. I think I'm gonna give Alpaca Man a demotion. I'm gonna put Alpaca Man because the idea, if Alpaca Man loses his sanity to just become alpaca, that is horrible. That is cursed. I'll put Dacho Man up here. There you go. There we go. Not bad. Yeah. This should be an emu, is what I'm saying. Let me double check. Let me just double check on the wiki, because I don't want to make it look like Oda doesn't know what an ostrich is. Let me just double check. Nope, ostrich neck. Because I think Dacho just might be... Yeah. His name literally means ostrich man. Yeah, Dacho just means ostrich in Japanese. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's an ostrich. Confirmed. Is he at least fast? I mean, he doesn't get ostrich legs. He just gets the ostrich neck. So unless the neck is what makes ostriches run really fast, because I know ostriches can run like 40 miles an hour. They're fast fucking animals. But like, I don't think he can run super fast. I think he just has a neck. Yeah. All right. Who's next? Oh, it's Daifugo. So Daifugo is one of the... No! Hold on. No! It's gone forever. Stream is over. What are we going to do? Okay, it's back. Let me just lock ratio. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, you don't want to piss off an ostrich. That'll kick your ass. Okay, so we got Daifugo up next. Now, Daifugo we see pretty well in Udon. He's the prison guard that has the scorpion smile. All right. So, okay, we finally see a bug smile that gives you more legs rather than more arms. All right, so what do we got here? He gets 2 extra pairs of legs, and he also gets a scorpion stinger. Is that coming out of his back or his hair? Hold on, let me check. Let me check on this really quick. I gotta make sure this is this his hair? Or is that his... I think it's his hair. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's his hair. Yeah, it's his hair. Okay. So you get a scorpion stinger on your head, and your legs... You get more legs, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like... So much of modern society is predicated on you having just 1 pair of legs. So having an extra pair, 2 extra pair of legs, it'd be probably kind of cool. It'd be weird walking around for a little while. That'd probably take a little bit of time to get used to that shit. But, like, you know, once you learn how to scuttle, I mean, I think you'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, like, I hope the stinger is functional. That'd be pretty cool if you could, like, sting people with your hair. Yeah. I mean, it makes it work, I guess. Yeah. How do multi-legged people get dressed? I mean, I guess it works for him. He somehow gets it done. He puts his pants on 1 leg at a time, just like all of us. Except he has 6 legs instead of 2. Don't judge. All right? Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, honestly. I like Daifugo's design. He's not bad. If I turned into this afterward, I'd be like, oh boy, all right, well, you know, at least I'm not living inside of another animal's mouth, so I'll take it. Yeah. He's a tap-dancing bug. Do-do-do. I mean, once we compare all of them... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, we lost frames for a little bit there. I have no idea when we're going to get the next Steel Ball Run episode. Apparently, it's not been... I don't know if it's finished or not yet. I was watching an X-Force video about that this morning, actually. Yeah. He's really good at Dance Dance Revolution. Holy shit, I guess he would be. Yeah. Can everybody see the stream okay? We dropped some frames a little bit there, and I'm getting like a thing on my end. But other than that, it seems to be streaming okay. Yeah, using the toilet must suck. Yeah. It's going to be a little difficult for sure. Yeah, it's still good for me. Okay. It would look cursed if he stood upright. Yeah. Okay. Let me think here. Well, I'm at least happy that I'm putting all of them in, like, all of the tiers have been accounted for so far, so I like that. I did not custom build my PC, no, although I did have to make some adjustments when I first got it because there was a defect with this model that was pretty common, where I had to go in there and kind of like fix a cable, and I felt really out of my depth, but I figured it out. Dude, I spent like 45 minutes connecting my PC to my fucking printer today. That was a pain. I hate printers. How come after 25 years, printers are still the most pain in the ass way to connect things to computers? I'd say tolerable. I'd say tolerable too. I'll put him above Dacho Man. Okay, here we go. This guy's going in fucking suffering immediately. I give you Dobin. Oh my god. Oh lord. Dobin. Dobon has the hippopotamus smile and has to spend his days living inside of a hippo's mouth. Every day, all the time, every time he wants to eat something, he has to have the hippo open its mouth, and the hippo wants to eat something, it has to... Think about that. Like, all the food has to be chewed around you. Oh my god, why is his mouth also a hippo mouth? And if you look at below that, his legs become the hippo. Can you think of the grotesque Cronenbergian transformation this guy had to go through? Like, he eats the smile, it's a success, and he's like, what power am I gonna... Oh god! Ah! Oh no! Like an entire hippo springs from your body! Oh, God! It's suffering! It's absolute suffering! Jesus Christ, that's a mental image. Yeah. Oh, dude. Dobun is going at the very tippy top of suffering at the moment. I guess he gets an extra pair of eyes, though. To be fair, hippos are some of the most, durable animals on the planet. Actually, they can get sunburn really bad, so Dobun just constantly has sunburn. Or the hippo probably constantly has sunburn. Oh, man. That's so bad. Yeah. And it's a running gag in Wano where, the hippo has to keep opening. Like, Dobun is trying to talk, and he can't because the fucking hippo keeps closing its mouth. Oh, man. Why is the hippo wearing pants? Hey, man, the hippo wants to wear pants. Don't shit on the hippo. Maybe the hippo likes fashion, Yeah. I mean, at this point, I'd rather just my consciousness transform. Like, would you rather become this or just transform into an actual hippo? I would just choose to become a fucking hippo at this point. I could swim around better, my life would be very different, but I at least it would be okay, Yeah. The fact it's not even a full hippo. Yeah, I'm picking hippo. All right, anyway, that's Dobin. I knew immediately Dobin was going to be on the bottom. Okay, I don't know if there's any person on this list that can beat Dobin. I really don't think. Okay, who's next? Fortrix. He's a headliner. Fortrix is the Rooster smile. And really, I think the only thing that happened to him is I think he gets a cool-ass haircut. And giant lips, apparently. Also, let me double-check. I don't know if we get a lot of images with him. Do we have a full body? Like, is his lower body like that of a chicken? Yeah. Hold on a minute here. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Fortrix. Okay. Yeah, because we need to find out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I think he's the... Oh, yeah, that's right. He's the rooster's ass. Oh, God. Okay, I think I might have spoken too soon with Dobin. Yeah, I think I might have spoken too soon. I'm trying to find a good image of Fortrix that you can actually see his full body. Is he the rooster? I think he's the chicken's butt. Guess what? Chicken butt. Guess why? Chicken thigh. This is worse than the hippo. It might be. I can't find an image of Fortrix, like his full body, but yeah, you can see him partially. He is partially chicken. He is the chicken's ass. You can see, I missed that altogether. You could see the head of the chicken on the right side of him. You see, that's the head of the chicken. He is the chicken's ass. His mouth has become an asshole. This might be worse than Dobin. But you're not inside of the chicken, but you have become something worse. Yeah. That haircut is the chicken's tail. Oh, man. Oda, what the fuck is wrong? Well, I'll tell you what, for creativity, it takes it away. Oh, my God. I have become the chicken cloaca. Okay, so, we going above or below Dobin on this one? I still think Dobin might be worse. I still think living in the majority of darkness all the time might be worse. Hey, man, he achieved headliner status in that form, though. Fortrix is badass. He shoots eggs from his mouth. Oh, God. I think Dobin is worse. You know what? We'll do a poll on this one. I think it's worthy. This one is worth a poll. Oh, God. Who has it worse? Dobin or Fortrix? I'm going to do a poll on this one. I think we have to. Fuck, dude. Roosters don't lay eggs. We actually don't know if it's a male chicken. Well, actually, I guess we would, because don't only male chickens have the plumage? I don't know. No, we see the head of the chicken. Yeah, it's a male chicken. It's a rooster. Yeah. You guys watching Rooster Fighter as of late? I read the first couple volumes of that manga. It's fun. It's a fun manga. It's a fun story. The simple story of a rooster going on a life adventure. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. It is very close, but it's just above compare. This is literally saying 51. I know there's a margin of error, but whatever. It's not a tournament, so it's not the same kind of tournament. So I'll put Fortrix above Dobin, but just barely. Damn, man. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, who's next? Oh, just Fuga. Okay, Fuga ate a horse smile. He's the only one of the numbers that ate a smile. So just ignore the fact he has giant horns. That's just because he's a number. But yeah, Fuga, Yamato's friend, ate a horse smile and is a centaur now. Honestly, probably peak fire. Pretty fire. Yeah, he doesn't have it that bad, honestly. It's just like he became a centaur. Like, if he was a human being, he would have just become a normal centaur. The top half looks a little different because he's a number. But, like, other than that, he's just Centaur Man. Yeah. Yeah. He's honestly one of the best. I'm honestly just going to put him in pretty fire. I mean, like, look, you become a pretty famous mythological character at this point. You know what I mean? So, yeah. There you go. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is okay. If the worst thing, I mean, like, honestly, if you're going to go eat a smile, probably one of the things you're going to be imagining is, like, what if I turn into, like, a centaur or a kappa or something like that, right? You're going to be thinking about, like, the most famous, like, what if I become a unicorn, right? Like, those are the things that you're going to be probably thinking of. And you get centaur, that's probably, honestly, one of the wins, right? Yeah. You're a horse. Okay, great. Fantastic. Who's next? Oh, another famous one. We have Gazelle Man. Gazelle Man, running long and far, kidnapping children. Gazelle Man. He has the body of a gazelle. He can run really fast, but he gets very, 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 very tired very, 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 very quickly. Just like how gazelles can do really quick sprints, they can run really, really fast, but not for very long. So he gains the stamina and endurance of a gazelle. So, like, Gazelle Man, I mean, yeah, you can run really fast, but in short bursts. That's about it. Pretty fire. I mean, yeah. You just got to try to not push yourself too much. I mean, if you try to push yourself too much, I mean, but that's like, listen, that's the same thing with like now. Like if I decided to run outside and just run as fast as I could, and I keep pushing myself, eventually I'm going to collapse on the ground like, I ran too fast. You know, but like here, it's the same thing. You just got to learn how to pace yourself. That's pretty much it. You know? That's peak. I mean, I guess, I mean, like, when you eat a smile fruit, you just run really fast. You get the ability to run really fast for short bursts of time. I don't know if it's peak performance. I don't know if I'll put him in peak performance. I'll put him a little higher up here. I'll put him at the top of pretty fire. I'll do that. How many legs? He just gets 2. He gets 2 legs, but he can run really fast. Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't really have any real downsides other than him getting tired when he runs really fast, which is what happens to everybody. So, yeah. Okay. Jean Rummy. She appears during Zoe. She is one of the first few smiles to appear alongside Sheep's Head. And, she's very, she wears a very revealing outfit because Kaido. Can you tell me what abilities she has? She has what devil fruit ability? Because we do know. We do know what it is. But it's not shown in the arc. Squirrel. Yep. She gets squirrel cheeks. That's all she gets. It was revealed in a Vivre card EX thing. She eats food and she can make her cheeks expand. That's it. That's all she gets. So, I mean, at that point, I would put her at not bad at all because you eat the fruit. So, like, it doesn't give you a power. Like, you get to, I guess, put more food in your mouth. I guess that's basically it. But, like, you get to keep your normal body otherwise. There's no downsides here, really. You know, the upside is pretty negligible. But I would put it in not bad at all. Right? Yeah. She was acting that high and mighty with that? Yep. I guess she was kind of full of herself. I don't know. She's like, I have the power of a smile fruit. I mean, technically, yes. But, yeah. And she can't swim now. That is also the negative of all the smile fruit users, no matter what. Yeah. But we'll just ignore that for the moment. We'll just go based purely on their designs. I would put Gazelle Man below the Flyers. Yeah, and actually, I feel more confident about putting Ahiagago Woman on top here. And I don't even know about Bao Huang, because Bao Huang doesn't fly. She just glides. Put Gazelle Man, like, here, maybe? Yeah, that's fine. Could do that. Okay. All right. So that was Jean Rummy. Who's next? Hamlet. Hamlet's fun. Look at Hamlet. So he gets a giraffe smile, and his body, this is hilarious, because I guess when he ate the fruit, an entire giraffe spawned out of the back of his back, just out of his back. An entire giraffe was just spawned, okay? So he kind of just bounces around on top of the head of this giraffe. He's like, hello, my name is Hamlet. A little bit cursed. Your feet are never going to touch the ground again, pretty much. God, man, this is fucked. This is messed up. Dude, you also get the horns. You get the giraffe horns. That's cool, I guess. Inconvenient. It's very... Oh, really? It's inconvenient. Okay, imagine living in your house, but you're the size of a giraffe. That's not happening, so indoors is not going to be fun for you. The only thing is, like, you're in the big festival hall. That'll work, but, like, you got to be living in big areas. Your legs are going to atrophy. They are. You're not going to be able to use your legs as much. It's going to be very uncomfortable. Oh yeah, the giraffe's neck has got to be hurting like hell. Yeah. The most cursed Toys R Us mascot. No, Jeffrey. I'm gonna say cursed. I'm gonna say the top of cursed, actually. The neck pain alone is gonna hurt. Like, yeah, absolutely. All right. Oh, next up we have a good one. We have Hawkman. Hawkman's actually pretty sweet. He's pretty dope. Okay, check it out. It's Hawkman. All right, so you're a flyer. You get the ability to, you have green wings, you have to fly. The only thing is you have a hawk living on your head now. But the hawk looks pretty chill, to be honest with you. I mean, like, he seems pretty, like, cool. He doesn't seem, like, angry. You just kind of have a bird mouth and beak right above your head. Yeah. He can fly. He's at least pretty fire if he can fly, right? He can do hawk punch. No, there is a falcon coming up. There is Falcon guy. Yeah. It's peak. I mean, like, I'm okay with even putting him in peak performance, to be honest with you. I am. I mean, just, like, the only downside I could see on this is, whereas with Ahiago Woman and Bee Girl, they just get the wings. Like, if he just had the wings, he would go in peak performance, no problem. But he gets the wings. He also gets the tail. He gets a lot of bird. He gets a lot of the bird, plus the bird's head. Yeah, so you got constantly a second mouth above your head. Every time you kneel down to grab something, the bird's head probably, like, pecks at things with its beak. So that's probably going to be a little annoying. But, like, yeah, not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, he does look like a combiner robot a little bit. Like, the hawk could just disconnect from him. It does kind of look like that, yeah. He could just grab you and then just peck your eyes out with that thing. Yeah, I guess he could. Does the bird control the wings? I don't know. I mean, he was able to fly around, so I guess he has some input on that. Yeah. I'll put him up here in peak performance. Yeah. Okay. Horseman. He is another guy. Although, it is very important to mention, he only has 2 legs, but they turn into horse legs. He's not, I don't think he's actually a gifter. I mean, he's a gifter, but I don't think he's, like, really part of, like, Kaido's retinue. He's, he's hoisting Orochi's, like, palanquin. So I think Kaido kind of gave some of his gifters over to Orochi's little band, so, like, just as a show of good faith, probably. So, like, your 2 legs, now, imagine your 2 legs that you have, and now they transform into horse legs. That's it. That's what he's got. So you got some he's a satyr. Yeah, that's what he is. He's a satyr. Yeah, you turn into a satyr. Once again, mythological character, not bad at all. I'll put him up here at, I'll actually put him up here as pretty fire. I might be higher up than, I'll put him 1 rung below Fuga, because Fuga is the Centaur. Horseman is actually it's Horisa. No, Hoisasa. That's his name, Hoisasa. All right. I mean, you know, satyr isn't bad. I think satyr is goat legs, actually, though, but, like, close enough. Yeah. Yeah. Did he lose his 3rd leg, or did it just get bigger, if you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I have no idea. Here it doesn't look like he has a dick at all, so, as a negative, you lose your dick. Oh, shit! But that's probably just, that's probably just anime. Yeah. Oda goes to his editors and he's like, "Hey, I'm drawing this horse smile user." It's like, did you have to draw the giant horse? This can't run and jump, man. You're gonna have to remove this. It's like, oh, okay, fine. Keep up the good work. Best regards from Norway. I want to come to Norway so bad. You know what? I'm going to Japan this year. And you know what? I think I'm going to Australia and New Zealand next year. 2028. if my life is still okay, because it's 3 or 2 years from now, going to Norway, baby. All right, yeah. Sir, this isn't Berserk. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'll put him up in Pretty Fire. It's not too bad. All right, who's next? Hold 'em. Cause you gotta know when to hold 'em and know when to fold 'em. All right, hold 'em is really fun in terms of the design. He's actually based off of like a mecha that from an anime that Oda used to watch back when he was a kid. That had a lion for like a torso thing. It was like some Voltron-esque anime that he was a big fan of, and that's what hold 'em looks like. And the lion has a pair of arms, which is capable of punching hold 'em in the dick, because that does a lot of dick humor coming from the smiles, as I'm starting to notice. But yeah, the lion is sentient and can get pissed off and can make decisions as opposed to hold 'em, so that's totally possible. I think cursed is a good place here. I'd put him below. I'm gonna put him below Hamlet, but above Alpaca Man, to be honest with you. Yeah, between tolerable and cursed. I mean. Yeah, I think I'm definitely putting Holden more into cursed, because having another animal on you that's sentient, that like can mess with you and stuff, that's pretty dangerous. And we've actually seen how annoying it's got to be being Hold'em, and how annoying it's got to be being the lion has its own name, by the way. The lion is named like Komajiro or something like that, but the lion does have its own name. It's worse than Briscola. Yeah, I'll admit that. I'll put Hold'em down here. Well, no. We're doing. Oh, I think I messed up here a little bit. Okay, I want to put Babanuki. Okay, no. Okay, the worst of the cursed, I think, is Hamlet still. So then I'll put. Yeah, no, this is fine. This is fine. The best out of them, I would say, is this. Yeah. Kamijiro. Yeah, I knew it was Jiro. I knew Jiro was part of it. Yeah. Yeah, the lowest tier is something else. Yeah. Gao Gaigar. I think it might have been, yeah. Okay. But yeah, Hold'em. I mean, piece of shit character. Kidnapped Tama, tried to, like, use a pair of pliers to, like, rip off her cheeks. I mean, that was pretty bad. All right, yeah. Okay, we have, I think this is actually Horseman. Yeah, this is actually Horseman, which he's just Bojack. He turns into Bojack. Okay, POV. You have just eaten a smile fruit, and you awaken as Bojack Horseman. Yeah, you have a horse head. So, what do you think about that? where are you at on the freak out meter? I guess. Yeah. With or without the depression? I mean, I guess whatever you had when you ate the fruit. I mean, having a horse head, I don't think changes that very much. Maybe it does. I don't know. Oh, that's a good question. Does the horse become sentient? It's the same situation as Alpaca Man. I don't know. I mean, like, your head becomes a horse, so I guess the horse is the one that takes over your body. Yeah. I'd say tolerable then, yeah. Maybe slightly better. I don't know. But what, like, do you get anything from this? Like, you have a horse head. I guess you can, like, you could bite people. Getting bit by a horse doesn't sound like a fun time. Yeah. Well, it's the question, isn't it? Like, does the horse take over your body? Like, do you have locked-in syndrome where you know what's going on, but you can see through the horse, but you can't control your own body? Or do you just, like, your personality just gets meshed with the horse, and you just, I don't know, man. This is an existential question, to be honest with you. Yeah. You get to eat a whole apple in one bite. That's kind of cool. Yeah. I mean, I would say tolerable or cursed. Just because of the idea. I think down in cursed, maybe just because of the idea of being taken over by a horse. Yeah. And I mean, hey, if you weren't happy with how you looked before, if you weren't happy with the way your head looked or your facial features, well, now they're just a horse. And nobody hates horses. Horses are nice. Okay. Yeah. All right. Who's next? Jumper. Okay, so Jumper has the power of, I think, just a, he's a grasshopper, I think. I know those aren't grasshopper wings, but I think he is a grasshopper. Let me double check. Because I know they look like beetle wings. But I'm pretty sure he's a grasshopper. Yeah, it's a Chinese grasshopper smile. Yeah. Okay. It allows him to grow a pair of grasshopper wings and grasshopper mandibles that he can use to slash enemies. He does have advanced control and can manipulate them at will. Okay, cool. Oh, I see what he can do. Okay, hold on. Let me grab this. This is another image of what he can do. You can kind of see it a little bit better here. Hold on. Please load properly. Damn it. Just please load properly. Okay, hold on. I gotta convert it. Hold on. All right, so you can see here him cutting somebody down. Look at his arms. His arms become blades. Okay, so he can turn his arms into blades, but he doesn't need to. And he gets the flight ability. And he's kind of approaching he's kind of rolling with the Kamen Rider kind of aesthetic, you know? Like the superhero kind of thing. Yeah, I think he's peak. I think he's pretty good. I'll put him above Hawkman. I'll put him above Agaru Girl or whatever. Put him right here. That's probably fine. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those are all positive so far. He can turn his arms into little claws whenever he wants, little spike claws. And he can fly. And he gets a shell. The shell can also, like, protect you a bit. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, the insect smiles seem to be the best ones. They're kicking ass right now. Yeah. So if I was in this world, if I got signed up on Kaido's crew and I had to eat a smile, I'd be like, please let it be a bug smile. Please let it be a bug smile. And I like bugs anyway. Here's a question for you. Do you think you're forced to eat smiles in Kaido's crew, or do you think that, like, you have the option? Like, if you're a waiter, do you think one day that they just tell you, like, hey, get over here, 10 of you, you're eating the smile fruits? And it's like, sir, I don't want to. And it's like, do you think you just get shot right there and just die, or is like they bring in somebody else? They probably just force you to do it, I would imagine. Because the whole thing is, like, Kaido is he has to be Kaido of the 100 beasts. You can't be Kaido of the 100 beasts if you don't have at least 100 beasts. You can't have more than 999. You have to be between 100 and 999. Yeah. I guess so. Peer pressure, man. I guess so. All right, who's next? Oh, I wonder if she's going to be high ranking. Kamakiri Girl. She turns into a praying mantis. She has praying mantis blades. There you go. Kamakiri Girl. Yeah. It's like, Matt, we already peak. We don't even need to debate this one. Just like, smash. That's not what the tier list is for. Okay. It's just like, smash. Next question. You do realize she is a praying mantis, right? You do know what praying mantises do after they mate, right? You do know how this goes down, right? I know what I said. Can she change them back to normal? I'll check. I don't know. I mean, like, with a lot of them, we don't get to see them all that much. I mean, like, a lot of them, like, even the names come from, the, Vivra cards. So, yeah. No. Nope, it doesn't say she can change them back. She just has claws for hands. That's it. So she's okay. Now, practically speaking, though, you do not have fingers anymore. You are losing your hand and your fingers, and they are replaced with razor-sharp praying mantis blades, like scythe blades, that you cannot turn back, okay? So, like, imagine having, like, a scythe blade. Like, imagine, like, typing. It would be like, you wouldn't be able to use a phone. Like, you'd be slicing up everything around you. Now, eating your food would probably be okay. You never have to worry about not having a utensil, you know? Yeah, you would literally impale everything around you. You would go up to hug somebody and being like, oh, I missed you. Oh, God. You'd go through so many keyboards. You'd break everything. You know? It's good for combat. And it's kind of creative, having the scythe blade arms. That's a little creative. It's really good for combat. Everything else is not good. How would you eat soup? You wouldn't. That's the answer to that question. You wouldn't. Now, here's the dude, that's a good question. Tolerable? How would you go to the bathroom? Oh, boy. Oh, that's rough. Oh, man. Dude, it's like Daniel Radcliffe when he in Guns Akimbo, when he had the guns like sewn to his hands and he's in the bathroom. It's like, okay, shit, how do we do this? How do we do this? I'm like, oh man. Oh, dude. I think we move it down to pure suffering. I think we move it down to pure suffering. I'm gonna move her down to pure suffering. Yep. I think that's the first insect smile that ends all the way down there. But just like not only losing your fingers and your hands, but having them be replaced with scythe blades. What do you, other than fighting, what else are you gonna do? That would ruin your life. Yeah. Oh, man. You wouldn't be able to, like, come in contact with anybody. You couldn't pet your dog. Let's say you had a pet dog or a pet cat. You couldn't do that. You'd have to worry about, like, impaling an animal every time you went. That's like Edward Scissorhands. Remember that scene in Edward Scissorhands with the... Okay, I've never actually seen Edward Scissorhands. Is it a good movie? I have it on DVD. I've actually never watched it. You know what? I'll watch it tonight. I'll watch Edward Scissorhands for the first time tonight. I'll let you know how I feel about it. Right, yeah. Remember that time Edward Scissorhands had scissors for hands? Yeah. I mean, I guess you could get some prosthetics to put over them, but, like, that's not going to help. You still won't be able to do anything. It's a good movie. Okay. All right, now we have Killer. Now, a lot of people are like, why is Killer on here? He ate a defective smile. Well, that's true, he did. But Oda actually went ahead and actually gave us what could have been. So are you ready to see if Killer, Kamazone's smile actually ended up being successful? Here we go. Well, he gets an elephant smile, so that's nice. He joins Baba Nuki in that club. I think he dodged a fucking bullet. Don't you think so? I think he dodged a bullet on that one. Is his head the trunk? Yes, it's the tip of the trunk. Oh my god. By the gods, he's perfection! So yeah, I think he lucked out. Now let me ask you a question. You have a choice. You either are spent the rest of your life laughing uncontrollably, like, I can't stop laughing. This is hell. Oh, God. Or you turn into this thing. I mean, they both suck. They both suck hard. So you're going to have to pick one or the other. All right. I'd pick the laughing. I might pick the laughing, too, to be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah, and then his hands are coming out. Hey, at least he still gets to use his scythe blades. I guess that's something. At least he still can use his scythe blades. Yeah. I think because Killer is already a well-established character, let me ask you a question. Does this make Killer stronger or weaker? You know how Rob Lucci had that line when Kaku and Khalifa were about to eat their devil fruits, and he's like, you don't know what powers you're going to get, but at the very least, you won't get any weaker. I don't think the same thing applies to smiles. They can make you weaker. Weaker. Massive neck weakness. Yeah. Yeah. I somehow stronger. He would be... Killer's whole... Do you not see how Killer fights? Killer fights by zipping around and doing backflips and shit. He can't do that as a freaking elephant. I think it makes him weaker. Yeah. Definitely. Oh, yeah, he'll definitely have to change his fighting style for sure. But I'm going to put him in cursed. Maybe pure suffering. I don't know. What do you guys think? He's either going to go at the bottom of pure suffering or probably somewhere maybe higher than Hamlet here. Maybe higher than Hamlet or the bottom of pure suffering. Yeah. Suffering. I think I think I'm on the minority here. I think pure suffering is the right way to go. Yeah. Definitely pure suffering. Yeah. Okay. Who's next? Who's this guy? I don't even know who this guy is. This is this is Falcon Man. Koshi Falcon. Falcon Punch. Okay. So this guy is pretty cool, I guess, actually. This is what Hawkman could have been. All right? So Falcon Man just gets the wings. He just gets the wings. Now the wings are coming out of his lower back. They're not coming out of his ass. They're coming out of his lower back. He's Freddie Mercury. He's Freddie Mercury if he was reincarnated as a pirate with falcon wings. Yeah. This is what Pell could have been. Yeah, this is just really good. I'm gonna put him above I think I'm gonna put him above B-Girl. Well, no, I'll put him below B-Girl because B-Girl at least gets the extra arms. So I'm gonna put him above Jumper, way above Hawkman. Yeah. This guy's he's styling. I love the pose. I love the pose he's doing. Yeah, he just gets the ability to fly. This guy probably won the damn lottery when he ate the fruit. He was just, oh my god, I just have wings. Oh, thank the heavens and the sun god Nika, I just have wings. Whew. That is all that happened. You just like wipe the sweat off his brow from that one. Oh, dude. Yeah. Tamago's brother, maybe. Yeah, one of the 4 devil fruits let you fly, by the way, yeah. Oh, shit, we get Armadillo Man next. Or Madillo Man, not Armadillo Man. These are alphabetical order, by the way. Madillo Man. All right, so he does use C-Prism bullets. Just ignore that for right now. Being an armadillo doesn't give him C-Prism bullets. But I love armadillos. And before anybody says he immediately contracts leprosy, no, that is only a very particular subspecies of the 3-banded armadillo. It's not even all 3-banded armadillos that have that. It's just this particular subspecies of a 3-banded armadillo that has leprosy. He does not get leprosy, probably. He gets a giant back shield and a tail. So his armor combat is really good because defense capabilities go through the roof with this. I think creativity is pretty good. I like the shell. Daily life, I mean, you get a shell to live inside. You can just curl up and live in a shell. That's not too bad. It seems a little cumbersome. Yeah, but then again, he does look like a pretty muscular kind of guy. Just work your back muscles. You'll be fine. It's probably going to be pretty heavy. It's going to be heavy, yeah. You're going to be walking with a slouch for sure. Yeah. Seems like it'd be annoying to sit down. I mean, yeah, I guess. Turns out he's Gaiman's brother, maybe. What are we thinking for Madillo Man? I want to say not bad at all, honestly. Yeah. Trying to think where to put him. Yeah, I think I'll put him there. I'll put him at the bottom of not bad at all. Yeah, not bad. Could have been a lot worse. You get higher defense capabilities, I guess, if anything. Yeah. What if your back is itchy? You can actually you just get a really long back scratcher and you scratch the shell because they can feel through their shells. Their shield, the same thing with turtles. Like, turtles and armadillos, their shells are not, like, separate from their body where, like, they can't feel what's going on. You could scratch an armadillo's back and they will feel it. Yeah. You could also maybe just roll into a ball and bounce around places. I don't know. Back pain must suck, yeah. All right, next up is Mizurka. Oh, boy, she drew the short straw with this. Dude, how does she even stand up? Dude, lady does not skip leg day. I'll tell you that much. Somehow, you think, like, Oda still draws her like pretty much all other, like, women in the story with the, like, the hourglass figure. Oda, you should have given her, like, some really strong leg muscles, because there's no way she is standing up like this. Yeah, this is the girl that was with Poker. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude. She doesn't get her. It's like, what's even worse is it looks like her arms get absorbed into the gorilla. So it's not even like all of her arms are gone. It's just like, imagine your arms in this position all the time. Like, do this. Put out your arms like this right now and just hold this here. And it's already starting to get a little annoying for me. You know? How does she control her muscles? You tell me. I guess the gorilla has to be the one to, like, dress her. I mean, like, okay, gorilla, we're putting on the swimsuit now. And the gorilla's like, ooh, okay. It's just like, I mean, the gorilla has to do that. I mean, I don't see any other way how that's working. Yeah. Can she control the monkey arms? No, she can't. Because Mizurka's actually, like, eating snacks, and the snacks are, like, getting in her face and in her hair, and she's like, hey, knock it off. You know, you're getting crumbs in my hair. Stop. You know? So, no, she can't. Yeah, the gorilla does have a name. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, so she lost control of her arms, but she still has half of them. Ugh. Looks like she has a stand. Yeah, kinda. Pure suffering. What a nightmare. No, seriously. I agree. What would be worse? Having your arms turn into scythe blades, or having your entire body having you to support an entire gorilla in the back? What would be worse here? I don't think it's as bad as your mouth being inside of the animal or being a chicken's ass. I think those two are still firmly at the top. And then Bear Man being inside of the bear's mouth is not fun. But then the gorilla is worse. Okay, I'll put her above Kamakiri Girl. Yeah, that's definitely worse. The gorilla is worse. Oh man. I mean, I guess she could train the gorilla, but like you could dress this up as fancy as you want it to be. It's still a living hell, and you know it. All right. Her stand name is the Gorillas. Yes, the Gorillas. All right, who's next? Oh, Mouse Man. Shit. Guys, it's a party now. We got Mouse Man. Check it out, guys. He's a mouse, but he's also a man. He gets mouse ears. He gets mouse ears, and he can hear really well, I guess. So he's really good hearing. He's Mouse Man. Yeah. That's, you know. So how do you feel if you eat that fruit and then your ears just grow into giant mouse ears? Yeah. Could be worse. Definitely could be worse. I'm going to say you even get a little bit of you get super hearing. You get super hearing. I'm going to say actually maybe better than, might be actually better than, no, not better because he could turn it off. I'll put him above the Beetle guys though. Mouse Man. Yeah. He definitely got off easy. I'd say he did. Yeah. Bottom of not bad. No, I think he belongs a little bit up there. I think Madillo Man would suck more. Python Lady would suck more. I think even the Beetle guys would suck more. I mean, you just get bigger ears, and the ears can, like, unlike the horns of the Beetles are stuck. Like, you can't push them down. With mouse ears, you can at least, like, grab them. If, like, you're going through a door, you can, like, oh, excuse me, let me grab my ears really quick and, like, curl them down a little bit, you know? So that's not too bad. How good are mice hearing? I know it's really good, but like, let's see how good they are. Let's see. Mice have excellent high sensitive hearing, designed to detect ultrasonic sounds up to 90 to 100 kilohertz, far exceeding the human upper limit of 20 kilohertz. Okay. Interesting. 100 kilohertz. I wonder what that sounds like. I can pull that up. If anybody has an animal that's currently like in the vicinity of this, you might want to turn the sound down. 100 kilohertz frequency. What's this gonna do? Anybody? Anybody? Anything happening here? It's playing. Turn the sound up. It's up. Sound is up. All right, there you go. There was 100 kilohertz frequency. You can't hear it, but Mouse Man can. My cat didn't even care. I hear a light pitch. I didn't hear shit. I didn't hear anything at all. I heard nothing. Yeah. My eyes! Yeah. Anyway, Mouse Man. Okay. Who do we get next? We got another lady. What's her name? Night Crab Girl. She's a girl, but's a crab. But she's a person. Crab people, looks like crab, talk like people, crab people. She's a crab girl. I think she also gains extra legs if you look down there. I think she gets legs on top of the crab claws. So, Belle, yeah, this. Here we go, human form Belle. There we go. Hold on, let me actually change the saturation or the hue. Can I change the hue? Yeah, let's get blue claws. There we go. There's Belle right there. There's canonical Belle as a human in One Piece D&D Marines. There you go. I think it's better than having scythe blades for hands. I think marginally, but it is better. Marginally, but it is better. At least you're not stabbing everything that you come across. Yeah. All evolution eventually becomes crab. So you get extra legs. You get at least one extra pair of legs from what we can tell. You get one extra pair of legs and you get crab claws. All right. Where is Belle? I actually don't know where Belle is. That's up to Rustage. Yeah. You could still manipulate objects. Like, imagine just, we can just do the crab claws, like, here's my water bottle, just. My phone, that might be kind of tricky, but, like, you could pick up bottles, you could still eat, Crabs get by. Crabs are fine. Yeah. So I don't know if we should go all the way to fucking pure suffering for this one. I don't really think so. The extra legs got to give you some kind of benefit. I don't know. What do you think? Tolerable? I think it might actually be more tolerable than Baba Nuki, honestly. Maybe even more than the Hedgehog guy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wiping. Well, it would be easier. It wouldn't be impossible, so I'll put her one tier above. Yeah. Is there any rules which Smile users can turn back? Like, turn back completely? Like, they just remove all their Devil Fruit abilities? No. There's some that can turn them on and off. But it's very rare. In fact, I think we've only encountered, like, 2 people up until now. 2 up until now that can do it. There's one more that I know can, and that's it. Yeah. All right. What's next? Oh, yeah, this guy has a weird-ass name. This guy's name is Nokokua Police. Police is part of his name. And he has I think it's a Hercules beetle. Stag beetle. Japanese stag beetle. Where, in his case, he grows another set of arms. And the horns do not come out of his head. They come out of his back. Or, like, his shoulders. And I think it's his back. So he just gets a giant, massive pair of rhinoceros beetle or stag beetle horns coming out of his back, right? So he, I guess, would, like, rush into you and, like, like, headbutt you with his horns and they, like, cut you. So, not bad. I think it's a little bit more encumbering than the other beetle zones, the other beetle smiles, though. It's Machamp, but he's a bug type. Yeah, there you go. Machamp as a bug type. That's a pretty good way of looking at it. Is he stronger than normal? I mean, he gets 2 arms. An extra set of arms, so, like, yeah. The back horns are a little annoying. Yeah, that would be kind of... Can you move the horns? I don't think so. Beetles can't. He's Heraclesan. 4-sword style. Maybe 6-sword style if he includes the horns. Dude, I just realized, look in the background. You can actually see an otter smile in the background. He doesn't have a name, so he's not on the list. But that's what I mean, like, there's other smiles in the series. These aren't the only ones. But look at him. See him back there? Look at the otter smile chilling out back there. He just got an otter for a head. That's the only thing that happened to him. Yeah. But, yeah. Hey, guys, we already have 3 Beetle Zoans, so if we just get one more, we got a full set of Beetles. We got 4 Beetles. Yeah. Yeah, the extra... Okay, I think if he didn't have the horns, or if the horns were a little smaller, I think I'd put him up there with not bad at all, but I think I'm going to bump him down to tolerable, honestly. I'll put him right behind Daifugo. Yeah. Yeah. Having the giant horns out of your back, that's going to be a little annoying. At least, you know. Yeah. Okay, what's next? We have another one of Black Maria's little clique. This is Nure Ona, and she turns into a hognose snake. So her neck turns into a snake. But she still keeps she keeps a human face, but she has snake fangs and a tongue, and her neck becomes, I don't know if it's her whole body or just her neck. I think it's just her neck. Yeah. I don't think she can she can retract it. Yeah, I don't know. Let me check. Some of these smiles, man, some of these smiles are weird as hell. Yeah, they're a type of snake. Okay. Allows her to extend her neck, which looks like a snake's neck. There you go. Yep. That's what she can do. Yeah. So where do we put the other snake lady? We put her up not bad at all, the python lady. I mean, like, this is I think it says she can extend her neck, so maybe it is optional. Yeah. Tolerable or cursed? Yeah. I'll put it in tolerable. It's fine. Right here is fine. It's good for copying a classmate's answer during a test. You just sneak your head over. Hopefully the teacher doesn't notice you have a giant snake head. Okay, what's next? Do they shed? I mean, I would assume. Oh, Poker's next. Poker has another snake smile. Poker is a rattlesnake smile, which I really love his design, but it's not the most practical, but it is pretty cool. His legs turn into a snake, and it's also part of the snake is coming out of his shoulder and then into his other shoulder. So he has like the ribbon back there. It's a very inconvenient, like you see the tail starts down here and then it snakes around to turn into his left leg. And then part of the body comes out of his shoulder, back into his other shoulder, and then back out his right leg as the snake head. Now, we do actually get to see him fight with this. Hold on. Check this shit out. Let's see, do I have it here? Yeah. See, this is how he fights. He literally does, like, he jumps up and has the snake jump out in, like, a kick, and the snake hits you and bites you. So, like, in terms of a fighting style, that's actually pretty damn cool. Like, he just, like, kicks you with a snake, with a rattlesnake. Yeah. Yeah, the snake seems all right, pretty cool, like, walking around, yeah. How strong is the snake? Pretty strong. Yeah, he's a headliner, too, so he's pretty tough. Yeah. Yeah, I like Smoker. I like Poker. He might be my favorite, honestly, yeah. I want to do him a justice, but, like, this is, okay, creativity, very creative. Like, honestly, maximum points in creativity. Combat, we've seen that. He's a headliner, really good at combat. Daily life, I mean, your legs are snakes. But you can still walk around. It's not like Caiman Lady where you can't control where you walk. You can walk around wherever you want. The snake doesn't seem to mind. You can still fight really well. Practicality, I mean, like, I don't know. You still have your hands. You still have your fingers. That's all good. I don't even know if this is tolerable, guys. I think this is better than that. I mean, like, what's the major downside of this? What's the major downside of this form? Because, like, I don't know, man. Like, you get a snake tongue. I'm like, okay, you get a snake tongue. Like, all right, I don't see that as a downside. The shoulders make no sense. Yeah, but I mean, is it like any worse than having the horns coming out of your head, I guess? Oh, yeah, I guess, okay. I guess every time you walk around, you do hear the rattle of a rattlesnake. That would get kind of annoying after a while. I guess you could just put a little cozy thing over that. You could put a silencer on your rattle. You could put a silencer on your rattlesnake rattle. Yeah. I think it would be weird to walk around for a little while, but I think you get used to it. I think it would, like, the snake maybe will like move up and down, like undulate a little bit. You can walk around that way. Yeah. I mean, can he walk? Okay, you can't wear shoes. All right. So if you were really, really, really into wearing shoes and socks, I'm sorry. That time of your life is over now. You can no longer wear any shoes or socks. I'm going to put him in fucking pretty fire, honestly. I can't really see a huge downside here. You get a cool poisonous, you get a venomous kick attack. You get a snake tongue. I don't really see a lot of the downsides here. Snake bites you? That snake's not going to bite you. Look how chill that snake is. Look at that snake. Look at that snake right there. And he's just like, hey, dude, what's up? Hey, man, what's going on? I'm your smile fruit. Name's Tim. How you doing, bro? Just chilling out here. I'm a rattlesnake. I'm a chill rattlesnake, though. How does he use the bathroom? I mean, he still has a dick, I would assume. I think it's just his legs that turn into snakes. Yeah. They do look high. They just smoke weed together. Him and your snake companion just, here you go, man. Yeah, puff, puff, pass, dude. Yeah. Now you got a high snake walking around, yeah. No, I think this is good. I think this is fine. I think he's okay, man. He made headliner. His name is Tim. Yeah, all right. Who's next? Oh, is this Rabbit Man? It's Rabbit Man. All right. Rabbit Man! Don't ask about the face. All right, so I think the dude was already kind of chubby, so I don't think that's part of the fruit. I think he's just really chubby, and then he ate it, and then he gets a rabbit face in his abdomen and rabbit fur. And then he gets his rabbit ears coming out of his, what's this, shoulder? I mean, I guess this whole area right here is your shoulder, right? Like, I always thought the shoulder was, like, just this part right here. So, like this part right here, in between your shoulder and your neck. Like, is this all the shoulder? Or is it just this? And I don't know. But anyway, right out around here, right at, like, the base of the neck. The trapezius. Thank you. Trapezius here. So right out of the trapezius come the rabbit ears, which I don't know if he can actually use as the actual ears because they're not coming out of his ears. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Odo was having a fucking ball during Wano with this. He was having a blast. Well, dude, can you imagine if he tried to replace Carrot? If he, like, you know, like, knocked out Carrot, and then he showed up and, like, hello, Straw Hats, I am your rabbit companion, Carrot. And then Luffy would probably be like, oh, wow, Carrot, you let yourself go. But all right, anyway, this is like, I think Luffy might be fooled by it. Luffy might be fooled by it. Call him Rabbit Beard. He is Rabbit Beard, yeah. Luffy would fall for it. Yes, he would. Yes. All right, I mean, like, hey, there's a lot of shittier things on the list. Having a rabbit beard is really not that bad. I'm going to put him in not bad at all. I'm going to put him above Gene Rummy. You get a rabbit beard? Okay, whatever. Yeah, fine. Big Chungus. Yeah. He could join the fake Straw Hats. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, man, that makes me feel that was a wasted opportunity. They should have had a moment where Carrot was, like, walking with the Straw Hats and then gets, like grabbed and taken away for a moment, and then this guy shows up. He's like, hello there. I am your friend, Carrot.
Yeah, let's go fight Kaido, guys. Yeah.
I don't know about this one. That'd be so fucking funny. All right. How can you take him serious? You don't. That's the answer. Okay, who's next? Red Wolf. Okay. He turns into a red wolf. He has a wolf. Okay, same deal with Hold'em, except with a wolf. And the wolf, there's more of the wolf. It's like the half of the body of a wolf coming out of a guy's stomach. All right, so same deal as Hold'em, honestly. I really can't, like, where's Hold'em at? Hold'em's in Cursed. All right, I mean, like, a lion coming out of your stomach or a wolf coming out of your stomach? I mean, which is worse? Or are they about the same? I don't know. Oh, it's definitely Cursed. Definitely Cursed. Red wolf. Yeah. So, I don't know. He either is going slightly above Hold'em or slightly below Hold'em. This is somehow less weird than just the head. I agree. I'll put him below Hold'em. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, though. It's somehow less weird if it was just the head of the wolf. All right. No, the wolf has a second hand, a second arm. I know, it's just probably the positioning of the shot. Yeah. Or they forgot to animate it, but it doesn't make any sense for it to only have one leg, so yeah. Oh yeah, the wolf could definitely bite the groin. So, yeah, red wolf. Okay. We're coming up here on the last few. Let's see, who else do we got? We got Psy Tank. Oh, he's a Rhino smile. Don't get to see a lot of those. First one of those. Rhino smile. Psy Tank. All right, so once again, 95% of you is now Rhino. You have now become Rhino. But I will tell you this much. It's probably, if your body was going to be merged with a Rhino, this is probably the best possible place for your body to be positioned. It's not in the mouth. You're not the fucking Rhino's dick. You're not the Rhino's horn. You're not coming out of his ass. You're just on top of the Rhino's, like, neck. That's fine. Fine. Okay, that's all right. It's not bad compared to the other ones. It's not bad, honestly. I'll go with tolerable, all right? You become a Centaur, but a Rhino. Kinda. Yeah. I mean, most of your life is just, you live like a Rhino now. You are no longer, oh, by the way, you also have Sasaki's throne on your back. Yeah, you get ridden around on Sasaki, yeah. Do you still have the crochet Porygon I sent you forever ago? I don't know. Let me go check my Porygon shrine. Yep. Right here. Porygon! I keep all of my fan mail and my fan things that people send me, especially when it's cool shit like this. When people send me, like, handmade shit, I have so much of that on my, it's all on my bookcase back there. I should do a video on, like, the vlog channel going through. I did a tour of my studio a while ago. I should go through it again, because, like, stuff has been added. Yes, but yes, I keep it. I have a little Porygon shrine back there, and I have a regular Porygon, and then I have your Porygon 2 that you sent me. So now I just need a Porygon 3, Porygon Z. I do not have a Porygon Z figure. I don't even know if they make them, but I need something Porygon Z, and then the shrine will be complete. Yeah. But yeah, this is, I mean, you might have been going for Porygon, just regular Porygon with this, but it's clearly Porygon 2, just because of the rounded edges. But yeah, it's awesome. Thank you. Yep. They tattooed the Rhino head. I mean, hey, that's cool. All right, I don't know. I was like, it's not as bad as it could be on that one. You're not inside of the Rhino's mouth or anything, so I'm going to put you right around. I'm going to put you above Babanuki, honestly. Yeah, why not? Oh, yeah, dude, there is a Pokemon. I just found out about it yesterday. There is a Pokemon amusement park in Japan around Tokyo. I don't think it's right in Tokyo. It's a little bit outside of Tokyo, but you take a train. And it's an amusement park, and you could go to this amusement park, and you could get Pokeballs, and they give you, if you purchase 10 Pokeballs, they each have little enamel pins of different Pokemon in them, the original 150, 151, and you get a Premier Ball if you get 10 of them. It's a whole Pokemon-themed amusement park. Yeah. So, at Poke Park. Yeah, I think we're going to go to Poke Park when we go to Japan. There's so many things that we have to plan. We're only going to be there. We're going to be there for 2 weeks, but we're going to Tokyo and we're going to Kyoto, and we got so much shit to figure out what we're going to do, where we're going to go. But I definitely got to make a trip to Poke Park. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to visit. See, the thing is, all of the Straw Hat statues are in a town called Kumamoto. Kumamoto is, so it's far from Tokyo. From Kyoto, it's like, hold on. It's definitely far, and, like, when you get there, the statues are all spaced out, so you can't just, like, walk to each one. You'd have to, like, go around town, and, like, I think they do bus tours with them. But it's like an all-day thing. Probably you should honestly get an extra hotel there in Kumamoto. Kyoto to Kumamoto. How far is that again? It's like a 3-hour train ride, plus the, like, 2-hour train ride from Tokyo down to Kyoto. I don't think I'll be able to do Kyoto this time, because it's down in, like, Kyushu. It's down in the southern end of Japan. So, I'm thinking maybe another trip. I'll make it there at some point. I'm definitely, it's not the last time I'm going to Japan, and I'm learning Japanese more, so, yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Yes, I've read the 1178 spoilers, but we're not talking about that here. I know what happens. I'm aware. Yeah, we'll see. All right, who's next? Sarahebi. This is the teacher. Sarahebi Sensei, that has the ability to grow her neck out. Although, unlike Nue One, it's not a snake neck, like it has scales. It's just her actual neck will retract and go back. So I guess she also has the ability to control. It's like Orochimaru's shit. She's like a female Orochimaru. Okay, so she's just like Orochimaru. Yeah. That's what she can do. Hear me out now. Pretty fire, I'd say, yeah. I mean, pretty fire or peak performance. I mean, like, she's a normal human that can just extend her neck, but I guess it's not like flight. It's not like she can fly. Come on now. So yeah, I'll put her at the top of pretty fire. Yeah. Just a very positive. I think it's positive, but it's not the most positive she can get, so I'm not going to put her in peak performance. Yeah. What does that tongue do? I'll tell you what it does. Senses relative heat around you. That's what it does. Sexy. Okay, so next up we have, what's her name? Scorpion Lady. I wonder what she turns into. She turns into a scorpion. So a little bit less like Daifugo, because Daifugo's legs were like human legs, but he just got like 6 of them. Scorpion Lady gains scorpion claws, but like 6 of them. Are they the... No, I think the claws are on front. You can also see a bear smile behind her. But anyway, maybe that's a dog. I don't know. You get the 2 claws up front, and then you get 2 scorpion legs behind... 2 sets of scorpion legs behind you. So there you go. There's Scorpion Lady. Yeah. Hi from Mexico. Hear me out now. Oh my god. That's more of a crab. Well, you know, scorpions and crabs are related. Arachnids are related to crabs because everything will become crab. Yeah. She's got crabs. I like her hair though. I like the purple wavy hair. That is kind of nice. Yeah, she looks happy. She doesn't look sad. She looks pretty content that she has her fucking scorpion claws coming out of her. She seems to be fine with it. Yeah. All right. I mean, I kind of want to go with not many downsides here. I mean, yeah. I don't think she got the tail. No, I don't think she got the scorpion tail, which sucks because that's like the one thing scorpions are known for. Yeah. Where are the claws coming from? You just your own imagination, I suppose. I want to say tolerable, but like, yeah. I honestly want to say not bad at all, to be straight up with you. Like, I really don't think that's too bad of a thing. I'll put her right below the Beetle guys, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been top tier more. It would have been pretty fire if she had the tail, maybe. Yeah. Not bad at all. Now we get Sheep's Head. Okay, so Sheep's Head. Okay, this is one thing first with him. His name is spelled S-H-E-E-P, sheep, S-H-E-A-D. So his name could be Sheep's Head, or Sheep Shed, because sheep's shed. So, like, I think it's Sheep's Head. I think it's Sheep's Head, but, like, I don't know. Anyway, so he has an ability that he is like the first smile that shows up in the story. He's like the first one. And because he's like the first one, I think Oda kept it more to, like, they can turn their abilities on and off. So Sheep's Head can turn his hands into horns. And he also gains a pretty sick afro in the process. But, like, yeah, he can turn his fists into sheep horns that he can then use to, like, ram you with his ram horns. Yeah. So he seems to have pretty good mastery over his power, if nothing else. That is kind of cool. Brooke fights him at Zoe, yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, just because he can just turn them on and off and he has that ability, I mean, like, you gotta give him something pretty good. I think it might be peak. I think I'm putting him in peak. I never thought I'd put Sheep's Head in peak performance tier, but he's there, I think. Yeah. He doesn't have a downside, and he gets pretty good fighting power. Creativity's pretty cool. Daily life seems fine, and practicality seems good. I mean, he meets all the criteria. I mean, like, yeah. I might actually put him even higher up. Because, once again, Hawkman, his whole thing is, like, he still has the head, so he has to contend with a sentient life form living off of him. But I think Sheep's Head is better. Yeah. Can you get free wool? I guess. Every time he gets a haircut, I suppose. No, Smiles can't swim. Either if you're a pleasure or if you're a gifter, you do lose the ability to swim. You could say he's the goat. He is the goat. Who's up next? Snake Man. Just literally Snake Man. His name is just Snake Man. All the snake smiles, his name is just Snake Man. The snake is coming out of a certain region of his body that cuts off below the image. Oh dear. Dude. Okay. You got a choice. You can either turn into a hippo with your body inside of the hippo's mouth. You could turn into a chicken's cloaca. Or your dick can just turn into a snake. Oh, man. That's really giving me the shit choices on that one, aren't you? I'm not making... I don't want my dick to turn into a snake. That's not... Yeah. This might be worse than Dobun. It isn't, but it is. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this is pretty bad. The snake looks so happy, though. The snake is just like, yeah, this is fine with me. I'm okay with this. It doesn't look, guys, listen. It doesn't look like it's coming out of his stomach like Hold'em and Red Fox. Look at where the snake is coming from. You can see the belt. His belt, it's from below his belt. All right? So, yeah. It just is the worst. Is this guy the worst smile? Did we actually find him? Is the worst smile just the guy whose dick turned into a snake? Is that the one? I'm gonna do another poll. I want to do another poll because this is important. All right, he's going and suffering, right? Who has it worst? All right, we're gonna do Snake Man, Fortrix, Dobin. Oh God. Oh man. He took Trouser Snake to the next level. I think Fortrix might still be winning this. Okay, I think Fortrix is still winning it out. How does it work? I don't know. I don't even know if Oda does. Send Oda an SBS and see if he responds. How does Snake Man do anything? Yeah, I think 4 Tricks is still worse. 4 Tricks is still worse. Yeah, that's definitely something that's really hard to beat. Dobin, okay, he goes, I'm going to put him below Dobin. But like, man, Snake Man is he came out of nowhere. I kind of forgot about that guy. He kind of came out of nowhere and sort of beat a lot of the competition on that one. Yeah. Bro is a chicken's asshole. That's way worse. Okay. Oh, Solitaire. Solitaire is cool. She might be my, like, favorite female member of the Smiles, of the gifters. She is a spider monkey Smile. And she just grows a tail and 2 extra pairs of arms. So she's got 6 arms. That's it. That's all, really. We never see her without her helmet. So maybe her, I don't know, it's possible maybe the top part of her head turned to like a spider monkey, but spider monkeys are primates. Well, they're mammals. Well, they're, wait, no, primates and, no, yeah, they're primates. I sometimes confuse primates and great apes. You know, but yeah, spider monkeys are primates. Yes, apes are apes, but yes. So maybe there's something with that, but like either or, it doesn't even really matter. Even if she has like a spider monkey head, like that doesn't matter because whatever. Yeah. This is pretty good. I'm going to say Pretty Fire for Solitaire. In fact, I might just put her at the very top of Pretty Fire. Yeah. I mean, I love her goggles, too. Unrelated to her fruit, but I like the goggles. Yeah, the tail's pretty cool. The tail would help with balance. One of the most beloved anime characters of literally all time, Goku, he had a tail. Yeah. Why did Vegeta lose his tail? He got it cut off by Yajirobe, and then didn't they? He went to Frieza's station. They just say like, "Sorry, we just lost your tail." Did it not grow back? Isn't that how it works? Doesn't it always grow back? He got it sliced off with a sword. It's not like it got burned off or anything. I think that was just Toriyama probably just done with the whole tail thing. Yeah. Oh, you just don't need tails anymore. He just decided to leave it off. Oh, you could just do that? You could just be like, I decide to not grow this tail anymore. That's cool. Yeah, she might have 8 eyes. I mean, once again, that's just making it cooler. Yeah. All right, yeah. Solitaire's sweet. I like Solitaire. Yeah, I don't think she's absolute best peak performance, but really strong. And now we finally get to Speed. The sexy centaur lady. Here she is. Speedu. There's Speed. Speed literally exists because Oda thought there were too many centaurs. Like Oda, okay. This is literally Oda's process on making Speed. I will tell you. Okay? Oda's doing a lot of reference material for all of Wano, all of the Smile Fruit users and everything like that. He's looking through centaurs, and he notices that, like, every single centaur in, like, every work of fiction going, like, all the way back to, like, ancient Greece and myth and legend and all that, they're always big, strong, muscular men. Like, that's what they always look like. And Oda's like, okay, I'm going to go a little direction with this. Sexy female centaur with a plunging V-neck and huge boobs. And then we get Speed. Yeah, I like Speed. I love her hair. Her hair is so fucking cool. Yeah. It is now the year of the horse. Is it the year of the horse? Yeah. 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 Her hair and her tail are the same color. Yeah. I like the dual colored, like, black and white hair. It's really sweet. Centauria for Monster Musume being the other exception. Yes. Yeah. I think he meant just, like, other works of fiction prior to, like, modern day. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Speed is very popular, and she's like the personal, like, she's like the personal guard to Tama. even after Otama's ability wears off, she's still stuck behind her. Speed's basically kind of like a mom to Otama by the end of the arc, and that's actually really sweet because Otama was an orphan, and we don't know the story of Speed. I mean, like, maybe she, lost her kid at some point maybe and had no choice but to join Kaido. Like, I don't know. But, like, Speed's basically Otama's mom right now, and that's really nice. And, yeah, so she ranks pretty highly. I mean, there's really no negative aspects. I mean, like, where did we put Fuga? Fuga's in pretty fire for being a Centaur, so, like, Speed's probably ranking just a little higher than Fuga. I mean, they're both Centaurs. That's it. Speed's hotter, so I would put Speed above Fuga there, I suppose. But, like, it doesn't matter. They're basically on the same tier. Yeah. Yeah. I bet she sleeps standing up. Maybe she does that thing where I've seen some horses, like, that just fall to the ground and people think that they're dead, but they're just sleeping. Yeah. Otama has to be a Kurozumi. She is. Canonically, she was confirmed to be, yeah. Yeah, she's a Kurozumi. Her parents, we see her parents' graves, and they're also Kurozumi. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's negative aspects of it, but, like, I don't know. I think she's fine. I mean, like, everything seems to be okay with her. She has pretty good power, and she can run pretty fast, and she doesn't seem to get as winded as Gazelle Man. So, yeah, I think she's doing all right. Yeah, and horses can lay down. They can sit down, they can lay down, so she's fine. What animal would I want to turn into? I like owls, so owls could be cool. I just become Biblo, the all-knowing, wise owl. But owl would be cool. Get to turn my head around, like, almost completely, and I get to fly. Why not? Yeah. All right. We got a few left. This is Tenjo Sagari. Tenjo Sagari. Her lower half only becomes a white snake. White Snake, name of a band. That is her stand name. White Snake. This is, yeah. Her lower half is a snake. I'm not sure how it works, but I mean, like, she's like a, what is a lamia? Yeah, she's a lamia. We're just getting into Monster Musume now, but, like, yeah, she's a lamia. Yeah, she's a lamia. That's it. Okay, cool. So, like, Medusa, basically. Yeah, Medusa, except without the really cool, like, turn to stone abilities. I mean, like, if she's, like, typical monster, then, like, typical monster girl, I mean, like, probably, I don't know, Lamia or Centaur, I guess. I don't know. Could be either or. Yeah, I'd say pretty fire. I think all the classic, like, mythological creatures, like centaurs, lamias, the snake neck yokai, All right, we got 3 left. Oh, this guy's fun. I completely forgot about this dude. Uso Noro. Uso Noro is like this Viking dude, but he's a turtle smile. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's like a Viking guy that has the lower half as a turtle. That's kind of cool, actually. I really like that design. As creativity, I think that's really good for creativity. Combat, I mean, like, okay, the main advantage of having a turtle shell might be defense, but you can't even use most of the shell as defense because your body is blocking it. Your body is the back of it, right? So you can't even use it for defense, really. Why does the turtle have claws? Do you not know that turtles have claws? My neighbor has 2 little turtles that I have to watch sometimes when she goes out of town, and if you're not careful, they could scratch your ass up. All right, turtles have fucking claws if you've never been up to them, because I have to clean out their, like, enclosure every few days because it gets kind of gunky and stuff. I got to clean it all out and give them fresh water and everything, and I have to pick them up and set them down. I have to put on a pair of rubber gloves, pick them up, set them down in another container, clean out their old container with fresh water and everything, and I'm doing that, and they're, like, trying to, like, grab me, and I've gotten scratched before. Yeah. Turtles are vicious, dude. Yeah. And you can't swim because you're a smile user, so that's taken out of it. Yeah. Maybe he could do like a spin attack, like a Gumu Gumu no UFO, kind of like that. Yeah, maybe something like a UFO, like a top kind of thing. Yeah, maybe. This is One Piece. You could do probably some bullshit like that. Yeah, he can't really run away that fast. That's the only thing. But turtles are not slow anyway, so it doesn't matter. Do you want to see a turtle running? Just go on YouTube and type in turtle running. It'll come up right away. Turtles can run fast when they fucking need to. Now, a tortoise, on the other hand, which is I think what this thing is. It's a big tortoise, so maybe not. But a turtle, like little tiny turtles, they can scuttle if they need to. A Viking never runs away. The upper half does defeat the weakness of falling on his back. Yeah, it's true. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I saw a parody of that where somebody was just filming a bunch of normal turtles on a log, and he was singing a song like, just a bunch of normal turtles, just a bunch of normal turtles, sunning on a big log, turtle power. And I can't remember who did it, but I just saw this random thing on Facebook once that was that. It was really funny. Can't even skateboard. Does he eat pizza? He can't even eat pizza. I'm sure he could still eat pizza. I'm guessing he's shitting and pissing out of the tortoise, though. So that kind of sucks for the tortoise. But, like, you know what? I mean, like, hey. I mean, yeah, he's cursed. Yeah, he is pretty cursed. I'll put him at the bottom of cursed, though. Yeah. He might be a little higher up. I mean, Crab Girl has the arms. I'll put him above Briscola. Okay, we have the Wan Yudo. Now, there's a couple of images for this one. So the Wan Yudo is Black Maria's weapon, and it's not a real Wan Yudo. Wan Yudo is a type of yokai. It's not a real Wan Yudo. It's somebody that ate the pug smile. So this is what the face of it looks like, and this is what the back of it looks like. So behind it, you can see this little pug running around on a little wheel. That's what this weapon is. It's a little tiny pug body with a giant head sticking out of the front of it. That's what this thing looks like. That's interesting, Oda. That's very, very interesting. Very interesting. So, is it a human that ate the pug smile and became mostly pug? I guess. Yeah. Pugs are so overbred already that their lives are already pure suffering. Yeah, that is true. Not even close to the top 3, but I'll put them down here. I'll put them in between. I think Kamakiri Girl's worse. Having the blades for hands are really bad. Having the gorilla sticking out of you, and the worst, the bottom 4 over here are also pretty bad. I'll put them down there. Yeah. Because Wan is bark in Japanese. It's the same reason Wanda's name is Wanda, because dogs in Japanese onomatopoeia go wan wan, not bark bark. They go wan wan. Yeah. I think it is a human that ate the smile and turned mainly into a pug with a human pug face. All right. We got the last one, and I wish the last one was really dramatic, but it's really not. We have Yamanba. And Yamanba has the power of a rat snake, but we don't actually ever see her using the power of a rat snake. I'm assuming it's the same as the others, that she can make her, like, she's either extending her neck. I mean, she has a long tongue, so I'm assuming it's probably her neck. But we don't actually see her use the power. Let me look up really quick. I don't think it actually says. Because I remember looking her up to see if it actually is explained what her power is. Let me just read it. What abilities it gives her, however, are unclear. Yeah, so we don't even know. So it literally might just be it gives her a snake tongue. And that's not even a snake tongue, but whatever, we'll give it to her. You know, let's say it gives her a snake tongue. That's it. Yeah. I'd say tolerable. Yeah, I'd say tolerable. I'll put her right here. I'll put her above, yeah, because these ones kind of have, like, you know, these ones, like, change their body in, like, big, bulky ways. Hers is just a long tongue. Yeah, all right. So there we go. There we have all of the smile fruits ranked from best to worst. We have the best ones. Obviously, okay, I think we're all in agreement. Batman has the best smile. Batman's the best. Okay, so Batman is peak. Then we have B-Girl, Falcon Man, Jumper with the grasshopper smile, and then Ahiaga Girl with the butterfly smile. Sheep's Head making a surprise high ranking in the rankings. High ranking in the rankings. And then we have Hawkman that turns into a hawk. So I think we've all decided that, like, if I ate any of the smiles and I got any of those, I'd be pretty content with that. I'd be pretty okay. I get to fly around and I get some kind of battle capability, or at the very least, like Sheep's Head, I get to turn it on and off. Yeah. How many of these would you actually want? The bee smile and the butterfly smile probably aren't that bad. Falcon Man wouldn't be that bad. I'd be able to fly, so that'd be sick. Solitaire's ability wouldn't be that bad. It's not super crazy powerful, but it's pretty good. Yeah, I think we've settled pretty much on bug smiles are the best ones, which makes sense because I love bugs and bugs are superior. So there you go. Yeah, bug is really good or really bad, and there's no in between. Yeah. The worst one, the bottom three though, we have Fortrix, Dobun, and Snake Man at the top of suffering, I think, or I guess the bottom of suffering. See, I kind of didn't really make up my mind with this. You know what I mean? I think the way it should go is like this. I think this is probably the way it should have been ordered. And then, like, everybody else just goes reverse, you know? But, yeah, like something like that, probably. Yeah. With these three being the absolute bottom. This is pretty shit. This is pretty shit. Yeah. But anywho, hope you enjoyed the stream. I just kind of did this today because of, you know, Briggs being hurt and all with his legs, so we didn't do Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, and I wanted to do a stream, so I thought, hey, I was going to do this back during the charity stream, like in December. Here we are. Yeah. Just like with Pokemon. Oh, dude, yeah, we should rank all the characters in One Piece silhouettes before they actually showed up. We should do that. That sounds like a fun stream. I'm going to write that down. Thanks for the idea. I'm going to write down, what's your name? Hold on. Oh, my pen fell down. Ponpar. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Because silhouettes would be really fun, too. That sounds like a blast. All right. Well, let's see here. Today's Tuesday. I don't think if I'm going to put out a video tomorrow. Might not be a video tomorrow. Video Thursday. Space Pirates is on Thursday. And then chapter review on Friday. Should be. Yeah. Or maybe Thursday, depending on when it comes. Well, no, because we have Space Pirates, so probably not Thursday. It'll be out Friday. Yeah. Straw Hat outfit tier list. I was actually going to do, I can't do all of them, but I was going to do Nami's outfits, because Nami has a bunch of really stylish outfits throughout the series. So I was thinking about doing Nami's outfits. Yeah. But anyway, that's the video. That's the stream. I'm glad we solved this very intense question that I'm sure everybody was really, you know, just freaked out about. Like, what is the best smile in the story? It had to be figured out, and here we are. And the worst. We found out what the worst ones. All right. Anyway, thanks for having a good one. Thanks for having one. Have a good night, everybody. Teching, signing out. Laters.